Alrighty, folks, good morning. We are actually back with our Heroes of Might and Magic 3 because last week I'd really thought that I'd wrapped up and finished Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but I just finished because there's three separate main campaigns. I'd completely convinced myself that I played all three. Now I've definitely played all three as a kid. Didn't get very far because I was a kid. But essentially I got confused and I thought that I'd played through the Armageddon's Blade campaign and I hadn't. So I think what I had originally done is I had started with the restoration of Arathia initially. Then I went and I played the Shadow of Death, which we've then just completed, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I've already done Armageddon's Blade, sure, I'm done, blah blah blah. And it turns out when I went back through my YouTube and things like that, because obviously all the VODs get uploaded to YouTube and things, I haven't. And a couple of people were saying in the Discord and in chat and stuff on stream that they don't remember me doing it, so I was like, oh shit. So that means that I've completed 2 out of 3. So when we go into Armageddon's Blade, we have Armageddon's Blade, we have Dragon's Blood, we have Dragon Slayer, we have Festival of Life, Playing with Fire, one that we can't see the name of right now because it's locked until you do stuff here, and then we also have, a little hidden one that's to be unlocked after as well. So, we are going to start with Armageddon's Blade today. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of scenarios to even do in this one, so we're still quite a ways away from Heroes of Might and Magic 4. The Olden Era still doesn't currently have a release date. It's pushed back to 2026, so at least we'll kind of have November, December of continuing Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and possibly, if I can get through it nice and quick, possibly then going through to Heroes of Might and Magic 4. So, Armageddon's Blade. We are back being Queen Catherine, who we have played as before. Her husband, King Roland, and Gelu, who we've also then met Gelu, because we've played as him before. A warrior in the Arathia's elite forest guard must work together to defeat the insane King Lucifer of Eeofol, who will create Armageddon's Blade. With it, he plans to set the world on fire. So, we just basically have to stop a madman. Catherine must defeat all of her enemies or they will flood Arathia with their evil. If Queen Catherine dies, then all hope is lost and the devils of Eeofol will easily win. Catherine will be allowed to advance to level... Where am I? To the 18th level and carry over her experience, her skills and her spells. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some archers on the go. And good morning! How are we? Are we good? Are we great? Are we fantastic? We're ready for kicking off our Armageddon's Blade. We'll go into our little cutscene.
I have underestimated my opponent's strength and resolve. During the Restoration Wars, the Kreegans were of minor concern. Now they fight with an urgency neither I nor Roland have encountered. I have pulled the bulk of my forces back behind Arathia's border. Between us and the Kreegans lies Moss Valley. It is one of Arathia's more beautiful landscapes. Tactically, it is ideal. If I can hold this valley, I can close the border. Then I can determine how to destroy the Demon King Lucifer and his quest to set the world on fire with Armageddon's Blade.
Bum bum bum. Alrighty. So following the initial invasion of Eeofol, you ran into the elite force of the Kreegans, known as the Fist of Unholy Might. No, I have it and it runs fine and all that other type of stuff, but I could have sworn that I did Armageddon's Blade, but I didn't, and I wouldn't skip a whole entire campaign just to rush on to Heroes of Might and Magic 4. So I'm hoping that I can get on Heroes of Might and Magic 4 by the end of December, because Olden Era will be out at some point next year. So I'm just hoping that I can get onto Heroes of Might and Magic 4 before the Olden Era is released. So it just means that I'll be pushing on through this one, because I think this one is quite lengthy as well. These battle-hardened regiments pushed you back clear across the border and now threaten to push deeper into Arathia. It is here in the contested lands that lie betwixt Arathia and Eeofol where you plan to make your stand. Digging in until reinforcements can arrive is your plan and quite possibly Arathia's only hope. Should you fail or be defeated, Arathia will forever know emptiness, despair, and shall suffer an eternity of darkness. May the blessings of the Temple of Light be upon you and those who serve under your command. Alrighty. So for some reason, Catherine's down here and we have this lady, Sorsha, and we've got Cuthbert. So let's look at Catherine first because she's like our main lady at the minute, right? So we've got quite the army already, which, you know, it's comforting because, you know, you've got big numbers, but it also means that there's, you know, a lot of danger. I'm really not superly duperly impressed by like her skills and stuff, expert, diplomacy, and I mean leadership isn't bad or whatever, but like I'd rather have, you know, like magic or what do you call it, armor or, you know, something. So that's a bit meh. I mean, her attack and defense are already decent. You know, she does have a decent army already or whatever. The only issue with that is, you know, it's a bit daunting. Let's go look at Cuthbert then. He's pretty impressive. You think so? Uh-oh. I mean, if I do, I do. It is what it is. I mean, I like the fact that she has, you know, her offense. It's good that he has wisdom. Estates is kind of like, okay, you know, it's a little helpful because I am terrible for spending my money really badly in this game. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade everybody. The only thing you don't have then is angels. So I'll work on getting some things flagged so we can get resources. Oh, I'm blowing all my money already. Aye. So I don't superly duperly need wood at the minute. A little stash down here would be great. Might just get me what I need. I'm gonna go for basic armor. Okay. Jesus Lord. Okay, we've got a lot of artifacts that I'm seeing. I've already seen 4. We can get some more of an army from around these places. Money. Okay, the only issue is you can't really get anywhere. That's going to be a long time sort of before. Ooh, mama, look at that. You've got a helmet, a fucking chest piece. I think that's like +4 attack or something. And then you got the shield. Okay, and get a wee... Okay, we also want to make a beeline for that as quickly maybe as we can. Oh, no, I'd rather have that one. Which means someone has to get through devils. Or I can sort of investigate this way and see what you can get. Okay. Oh, fuck, no, it's enemy already. Shit balls. So does that mean... Is this open? Fuck, that's open already. Oh, well, she's dead. It's mostly Dragon Slayer missions. I don't think they're on easy. Yeah, it didn't actually give me an option at the start of the scenario to alter my difficulty, so it's gonna be very interesting. Right, okay. I'm gonna take that money. I'll take that XP. We'll take that. Get a couple of them guys. Gonna... Right, I'd have to take them out to be able to go there. Okay. Okay, so my archery skills already good. So, you know, these guys should really be packing quite the little puncherinos. What's that? 100 IM. Right. So that little stash already got me what I need. It's the money that's in it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm in trouble already. It's only the Horn of the Abyss. Apparently they mean to made 5 times for each difficulty. Oh Jesus Lord. I feel like I'm in a bit of a pickle already. I mean, they've got a lot of pew-pews, so do I. They've got things that can fly over the walls, so... No, that's not going to be very handy. Jesus fuck. Don't like this scenario already. You think so? I don't. Oh, I thought maybe they'd move. I took them. $900. Oh, it's not guaranteed that I can get killing you though. I'll do. Maybe I shouldn't have. Shit. Because he's going to go straight up there. Damn it, Gemma! Should have stayed put. And waited. That's alright. I'll do it again. Damn it. I keep being a silly plum. Because I think they're going to be able to, like, take it all out. But I want to keep my numbers. Yeah. I think that was the issue, to block my ponies. So maybe I'll put my ponies here. Do it like that. I left an opening. Huh? No, I got them all. All tucked in. How's your day going so far? Oh, right. I was gonna say, I was like, no, I didn't. Yeah, mate, that's alright. Just you, yeah, you guys take your time. It's good. Works for me. Oh, you're going for swords? Okay. At least they're splitting. You think so? And get fucked it? Who's gonna go next? Because I don't want them to go there. That's alright. I'll accept that. That's not horrendous. It's kind of a little bit of this. Should I take the water? No, I think I'd rather take the advanced armor and leave an opportunity for myself to maybe get like wisdom or something, because I think... Good morning, Gooseman. How the hell are we, dear? I think I would rather kind of protect myself a little bit more right now. Because water magic isn't even like the strongest magic. I think it's earth magic that's the strongest, because that's like implosion and things, isn't it? Or I'd rather go for wisdom so she can have higher level spells. You doing good? That's the real reason I was trying to like get over here. I'm gonna go for spell power. Fuck, I think it's all over before I've even fucking started. Jesus Christ. This is bad, like... Okay, I don't want to open that just yet, do I? Oh no, I have to get out of here. But I'd rather get that as well. Alright, give me... See, they're getting artifacts now, which I don't like. Oh, this is hard already. Do you think I should go for it? I just think that's so much more helpful. Because then at least maybe I'll be able to get a choice in the future. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Scout comes racing back to your camp bearing a message. He bows deeply before you and presents a scroll from General Morgan Kendall. His trembling fingers release the rolled parchment into your hands as sweat beads on his brow. This is not good news, he brings. My queen, I regret to inform you that the dark forces of Eeofol have broken through the eastern lines. I have failed you, but I swear on the grave of your beloved father that I shall fall back and protect Steadwick from these foul creatures. Okay. Yeah, but she doesn't have the empty space for it, you see. So it's like I would rather have like wisdom and then like one other thing. I feel like committing to water leaves me struggling with my last slot, if that makes sense. So she's I don't know. I don't want to say vulnerable, but like running out of choices. Does that make sense? No, I really shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Oh? Whoa, what? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, welcome, your highness. This sounds friendly. And then I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. The devil sneers. King Lucifer sends his regards from the part of the world, the small part you played in his ascension to the throne. He'd also like to pay his respects over your cold grave for helping to slaughter his kin. With that, the group of devilkin launches into a brutal assault. Yeah. So she's got archery, logistics, diplomacy, leadership, learning, and armor. So she's only got 2 free slots yet left. I was thinking of going, if like wisdom pops up, she needs to try to get some magic in there, because I think they're going to have quite a lot of magic too. And then it's like I only have kind of one other slot for some sort of magic something. Don't worry, I'll read shit for you. I got you. Yeah, I think like I want the wisdom. That's what I'm really looking for. How much is it? Oh, it's really cheap to upgrade them. Slow? Okay. Oh, I can't get through there? Alright. You've only got 50 of these to defend yourself. What I might actually do is recruit someone and try to run with them 50, because they'll die anyway. A rider enters your camp carrying a message scroll that bears the seal of General Morgan Kendall. You accept the scroll from the rider, break the seal, unroll the parchment, and peruse its contents. Pray pardon, my queen, but I must bring you some grave news. Again, for fuck's sake, go on, man. Recently, I have been witness to the strangest of occurrences. A town of odd architecture simply appeared from thin air. It had roofs like tulip bulbs made of bronze, brightly coloured tent cloth everywhere, and the walls were guarded by elementals of all types. So I think he's talking about that little castle there that I see. Since the very first sighting, I've seen several more similar citadels dotting the countryside. I do not know the nature of these towns, nor do I know if they are hostile. Perhaps they might be persuaded to join us in our fight. Perhaps we shall need to guard against them. I do not believe anyone in this region can remain neutral for much longer. Beep bop boop. Yeah, it's actually rainy here too. We got the dog out for a walk this morning. And, ooh, 45. That's a bit rough. Oh, are you fucking shitting me? I'm fucking raging. Oh, no. That's fucking rough, man. You may as well have just given me fucking first aid or something as well to choose from. Oh, Lord. I might go for tactics. Oh, fuck. Just as well, because like speed and things, you know, if I can kind of like move up a little bit, you know, and like take something out like straight away. Oh, jeez. But yeah, we got the dog out this morning for a walk. And then, oh my god, she didn't even have a fucking spell book. I didn't realise that. And then I came home. I got a good workout done. Oh, Jesus, that's shite. And then... well, her spell power is shite, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna loop around this way. If there's nothing guarding that, I'll take that too. Walk the dog, got a workout done. And then, Matt actually, no, 'cause she has diplomacy, so someone might join. So we'll actually leave them as they are, I think. Chase you down and get rid of you because you might actually have some artifacts. But you're not defended. So if you actually aren't defended and there's no one down there, I'm just going to walk on in. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Yes. It was a little bit windy and cold this morning. We got up, got the dog for a walk, did a workout, got a shower, and then I realized that it was starting to rain. And I was like, yeah! Because at least I got her out beforehand. Alright, phone, shut up. So I was like, oh, sweet. You think there's only specific levels that you get offered that shit? That's annoying. Yeah, I don't like that. That's my own fucking towers doing that to me. Right, you can't go that way without killing things. So if you kill things, maybe you'll take a couple of casualties. Just kind of what I can... Damn it! Aim for. Should be able to get that upgraded soon. Fuck! Hopefully he can do this. Oh yeah, he gets it. You fucking bastard. Yeah, just you go waste your shit for me, mate. Let me go take you out. Ooh. Oh, I already went there. Gems and sulfur. I need 8 sulfur. Oh shit. So I need 5 sulfur, 5 gems. Here's damage dealing. Need all the fucking help you can get sometimes. I'm gonna go for this. I can't risk fucking off and letting them get it. Because I need the resources here. And the artifacts will be really helpful. A runner leaps off his steed in a hurry to bring urgent news from his queen. To his queen. You take the message scroll from the smiling runner to unfurl it. The note is smudged with water stains but legible. Reading it brings some much needed light to your soul. Good news at last has come. My dearest Catherine, I have amassed a sizable force outside Steadwick. It will take some time to reach your position, as we will be first shoring on the eastern front. I plan to meet Kendall's army somewhere near the Killian's Wake and push back those forces plaguing him there. Once that task is completed and the Kreegan troops are routed, I shall bring our combined forces to your aids. You must hold out, my love. Arathia's fate depends upon you holding the region, and I will see you there, that I swear. Boop boop. Okay, that is killing things. Usually like the wyverns or whatever. Fuck me. Okay, I'm good for that now, so it's just a couple of gems. The end of this campaign isn't going to be fun. I don't think much of this campaign is going to be fun. You woke up and you were sitting watching some YouTube. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of shit. Shit that I don't I don't really like associate with or really get involved with and things like that. But Chris has been telling me sort of bits and bobs and whatnot. Because the first one is a sequel to this first one. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly can't remember. And yes, you're right. I should go for that and try to get some magic. Really don't want to be dealing with pews. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually just gonna move straight over to here. One. It's right there. Fucking hell. Uh-oh. Can't let them take that. Not much I can do because it's going to take me too long. Shit. But anyway, we've got 2 extra knowledge, we've got 4 extra attack, we've got 2 power, and we've got 3 defense. So my stats are looking a little better. I mean, you don't have super high numbers of anything, but... Okay, you're just kind of kicking it around there. Alright. I don't think I'll get, like, all the way around, but... No, haven't been to the university yet. We got nothing better to do than watch the news about big streams, yeah. I can relate to some other cases where your feelings aren't reciprocated. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone, over the, you know, course of their life has... liked someone that didn't like them back, or, you know, you wanted more than what they wanted, and, you know, blah blah blah. Like, I think everyone's experienced that at some point in time, and it is crushing. Ooh, rough. You don't really have anywhere to go, bro. But I'm kind of just playing tug of war at the minute, as you can see. Oh, Jesus. Pacing across the field, you rack your brain for a way to make sense of the war that you're waging. For what purpose could Lucifer be engaging in such insanity? What was there to gain from this? The answers to such questions would not come easily, nor without a heavy price attached. As you ponder these and other matters, a timid monk clears his throat quietly to announce his presence. Spinning on your heels to face such a sudden sound, your flame-coloured hair frames your face in such a way to bring fear to the poor cleric. He shakily informs you that a crystal shard has been delivered moments ago with express instructions that is shown to you immediately. Fearing it's a trap, the mages in your council choose to study it. Finding no magical traps or spells to harm their queen, they show it to you. A demonic face appears from inside the shard as soon as you approach. The face is bearded, horned, and has glistening sharp teeth. A wicked grin is firmly in place, with which rapidly becomes a sneer as it speaks. The famed Catherine Griffin Hart, or should I say Iron Fist, seems a much more appropriate name for you. In case you did not know, I am Lucifer Kreegan, King of Eeofol and Bringer of Doom. I hope you realise your efforts to engage me are fruitless, as was proven by my pushing your pathetic invasion back nearly to your own capital. You cannot win against the might of my armies or the power of my secret weapon. This day shall see the end of your precious Antagarich, Enroth, and all that I shall survey. Prepare yourself for oblivion, Catherine, Queen of Arathia, for it is coming soon. With that, the image fades out and you're left alone with the threat hanging in the air, muttering something about madmen. You go back to planning a session and preparing for upcoming battles. I guess it's actually the same if you're a guy or a girl, can be obsessed with someone and just think they're an angel and it's painful not to be around them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I would definitely have said, would have said, like, even, like, in my past and things, I would have got up in that sort of, childish kind of girlishness of, like, a man being exceptionally good looking, like, just, like, stupidly good looking. and it completely clouding all your judgment, because every time you look at them, you know, like, you're blushing and your heart's racing and you're like, oh my god, like, he's giving me attention, like, he's so beautiful and I'm not, and oh my god, you know. I think everyone's like male or female, everyone's felt that way, you know. Your brain just stops working, and, you know, red flags and things, you know, are ignored, or, you know, the fact that they don't like you back, you know, is ignored, or the fact that you might feel more for them than they feel for you, and that they might not actually be a good person, or you're starting to act in ways that, you know, isn't usually like you, and, you know, things like that. And, like, I think it's easily done, but when you don't catch yourself, you know, doing it, it can be extremely, what would be the word? Unsafe. Oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, you're gonna go hide in there and you fucking recruited some shit. Everyone's done it. Oh my god. Ha! Well, I ended up with wisdom and tactics and no army. So, there's that. I think they did this for me. I'm in a little bit of shit at the minute. So that's 2, so I don't want you, and that's not as good either, so okay. Right, I have a slight issue here. Right, this might be a better position for me to go get these. I'll maybe recruit them first. Get some money on the go in there. See if he can do that. Oh, I thought there was going to be more than that. Right, they need to exchange them. We've all done it. We've all been there. I don't think we should judge people for being I'm trying to find the right word. Why? What is it that I can't do that? Is it money? It's not money. Right, okay, I need 3. Okay. What would be the right word? We've all been like head over heels for someone and maybe been a bit pushy or obsessive or clingy or, you know, things like that. But there's a line. There's a line. Like, I remember it, right? And I still laugh about this, but I feel bad for, like, I genuinely have sympathy. Like, I was very soft about it. Like, I wasn't like rude about it or, you know, anything, because like I said, like, we've all been there and, you know, we're all human. Sometimes we're all just like, ah! But years and years and years and years ago, like, I want to say I was 20, let's say 24. I went on a date with this fella for the first time, right? And, like, for a couple of days, like, we'd met online for, you know, for a couple of days, you know, we were texting loads back and forth. Like, he seemed really sweet, he seemed really nice, he, you know, lived a little bit away, you know, he was willing to kind of get, like, the train or, you know, the bus or, you know, whatever, into, you know, the city where I lived, to you know, to meet me, and we were going to go out for some food and some drinks. So yeah, probably would have been about 4 or 5 years ago, when I still, I would have said that I was managing my sobriety, but I wasn't fully sober, if that makes sense. So I would have been in a position where I would have gone out and maybe had 1 or 2 drinks, you know, like with dinner or, you know, something like that, or like socially, and then I would have like cut myself off and I would have been like, right, it's time for me to go home, because I knew that, like, I would just start losing, you know, control, and the 2 drinks would turn into 3, which would turn into 7, which would turn into blackout. How did I even get home? So that, you know, was sort of the plan, or, you know, whatever. But he had got there a lot earlier than me, because he was so nervous, which I didn't know. I didn't know. And he was already like kind of drunk, you know, before I got there. I think he maybe got there like half an hour to an hour before I did. And I was like 10 minutes early than the time we agreed, because I'm a stickler for time. And he was already a bit like tipsy drunk, or, you know, whatever, beforehand. And I remember I think it was gay pride. So like this, you know, there's parades on, the city was really, you know, busy, or, you know, whatever. And we were actually going to meet my two friends who were, well, one of them was my friend, and then the other was her girlfriend that I became friendly with as well. So I considered, you know, them both my friends. And we were going to go then meet them for kind of like a party, you know, later on, because they had rented like an apartment basically to party in all night. And I was like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'll have a date, or, you know, whatever. And, you know, like we'd had dinner and stuff, you know, we kind of got to know each other, you know, things like that. But like he wouldn't make eye contact with me, and he was just like drinking. And it was, you know, like, I really like you, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, mate, calm down. Like, Jesus, you know, like we've known each other for like 4 days. This is the first time we've actually met. You're getting absolutely smashed. I'm trying to manage my own sobriety. And I've had, you know, 2 drinks, and I'm cutting myself off, no, you know, no more for me. And like your heavy drinking is making me more uncomfortable. But I was like, he is so nervous, like he can't even look at me. He's just drinking to manage to actually speak to me, which was like cute, but it wasn't. And then we, like, my friends then, you know, like appeared, you know, at the bar and stuff there, and we're like, right, you know, we'll take you around to the apartment, yada yada yada. And I was kind of like, I think he needs to go home. Like, I don't think he can, you know, continue this for the night and then get home safely. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I feel bad for kind of like, you know, like he's taking me out on a date, you know, whatever, like he's being respectful, he's being sweet, you know, whatever. But like, he's ruining it by being too nervous and drinking too much. And that's just not safe for him. And then it makes me feel, you know, uncomfortable, you know, whatever too. And she was like, oh, it'll be fine, whatever. And I was like, oh, Jesus, okay. So then we all got in the taxi and we went to the apartment or whatever. And then basically 2 seconds when we got into the apartment, he just started being sick everywhere. And then he ended up like spilling a drink on me, and I lost my shit. Like, I do not handle, like, obviously sobriety is a big issue for me. So already I was like, right, I'm stressing, I'm uncomfortable, I need to keep myself under control here. I cannot lose all the hard work, you know, that I've been doing, like, and just go, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk too, you know. It's like, right, like, I really need to protect myself here. And then I do not handle vomit very well either. And like, he was being sick all over the person's like all over the apartment bathroom and things like that. And they were all like, oh, you need to check on your boyfriend. And I'm like, I barely know him. Like, I'm not fucking looking after nobody. Like, this is why I wanted to send him home. And then users were all like, no, like, let's bring him here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is all your fucking fault too. Someone fucking else look after him. And then we'll make sure that he fucking gets home safe. Like, we'll all chip in for the taxi, or I'll just fucking pay for his taxi or whatever, instead of trying to get him onto a fucking bus or a train to send him back to God knows fucking wherever. And he was like, I'm so in love with you. And I was like, oh my God, help me. Like, this is someone that I had talked to for 3 days, and that was my first experience of physically being around them. And I was like, oh no, this is bad. This is really, really bad. And we did, you know, like, for me, it was kind of like, you know, the snowball effect, but I lost my shit when he spilled a drink on me, and I just stank of beer, and I was like, nah, like, I'm gonna start hitting people now, because that's one thing that's like, to like, see when someone's fucking covering me in alcohol, I'm like, no. So obviously I wanted to hit him, and then my friend was like, oh, don't do that, like, he's in love with you. Like, all he said, like, all night is like how beautiful you are and how amazing you are, and, you know, all, like, he wants to spend the rest of his life with you and have babies and all. And I was like, that's fucking creepy. Like, that's not appropriate, that's creepy. like, I know everyone, like, gets lovey-dovey, like, people get lovey-dovey and stuff when they're drinking, and it's like, I love you too, you know, but, like, you're being a bit too much, bro. So I ended up just forking out for the taxi and sending him fucking back home, which was, like, 20 miles away, and it cost me an absolute fucking fortune in the taxi. And then, like, the next day, like, he was blowing up my phone, like, constantly, and I was like, look, I'm gonna be very gentle about this, like, I understand that, like, I make you nervous. Like, I understand that you think that I'm, like, this beautiful person or whatever, and, you know, you drank a bit too much to, you know, kind of, like, cover up your nerves and, you know, things like that. But you did blow it. And if, for me, you know, with my sobriety and my, you know, kind of path, you know, that I'm on, like, I can't have someone around me who, one, is so insecure within themselves that they can't handle a conversation with me sober. Like, you need to, like, work on you. I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing by my sobriety and you things like that, and basically saying that, like, you want to marry me and pump me full of babies after, you know, a date. Like, I can't I can't do that. Like, you're a mess, I'm sorry. And I said it in, like, the most gentle and, you know, nice way, you know, that I possibly could have. And he was ringing me and leaving me, like, voicemails of, like, crying his eyes out and shit. And I just had to block his phone number and just forget that he existed. And, like, to this day, that still weirds me out. And I'm like, I feel bad for him. But I think we've all been there where, like, we found someone, like, so incredibly handsome or beautiful or, you know, whatever, that, like, and we were just so nervous that we can't, like, function normally around them. I think we've all done that. So I wasn't gonna, you know, like, I wasn't gonna judge him for being nervous or, you know, finding me attractive or, you know, anything like that. But, like, every which way he went about it was wrong to the point where I was like, I just can't associate with you anymore, bye. And it's like, there is that line that you just can't, you can't behave that way. You can't do it. I'm gonna go for magic for him. Even when I was having the last conversation, which I planned to specifically get me over it, which it did, but I was still trying to win the person over. I think we've all done that too. I think we've all, you know, had someone in our lives that, you know, we loved, you know, to absolute pieces, but we know, you know, kind of like the relationship shouldn't, you know, continue, you know, for whatever reason it is, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, we just know that, you know, breaking up's the right thing to do, but, like, we're also trying to semi-convince ourselves that it's possible for this to work. Which is sad, but again, we're human. It's like, I love you, I don't want to lose this, like, oh, if you just this, or if I just that, like, we can make it happen, we can make it work, we can, you know, and you know, you're clutching at straws, you know, but, like, we have, like, if someone says they haven't ever done that, I honestly would call them a big fat liar. If you've never sat there and gone, maybe I can change and be the person they want me to be, or maybe, like, if I, like, go to therapy, or what if I, like, lose weight, or what if I work out more, or what if I wear more makeup or less makeup, or like, what if I put them, you know, above me, or what if they change, what if they do this for me and they do that for me. That's all, you know, that's all I need. We've all done that. We've all clutched at straws because we don't want to lose something or someone. You drank to suppress feelings. Yeah, more kind of like a binge drinker. If, you know, like, when something was getting you down, you would just go, like, that was your coping mechanism, just go, you know, blackout drunk. And don't get me wrong, like, that's how it started for me. For sure. You know, it was kind of like, I can't handle this right now, so I'm just going to go and get pissed, and, you know, I'll forget about my problems, and I'll have fun, and I'll be silly, and, you know, everything will be fine. You know, my anxiety will go, my fears will go, you know, the reality of what my life is, you know, will go, and I'll just have a good time. And then it was, oh, well, if this is what makes me feel that way, then I'll just do it again, then I'll do it again, then I'll do it again, and now I need it to function. You know, like, it happens a lot easier than you would probably hope that it would, but that's just the way it is. You never had them kind of relationships with anybody in terms of like it wasn't working out and it's kind of like, oh, well, what if we tried this or what if we tried that? Like, what if we try like dating more, or why don't we take some time apart and then come back together? And, you know, you've never been in like situations like that where, you know, you're like clutching at straws to try to find solutions to fix it. Is that what you mean? You were around the person and her, like, is in her new boyfriend. So like she wasn't seeing you anymore, but she was still like in her life, and then she got with a new guy and you were just like, this is shit. Is that what you mean? Because I've also been there. And it's like, oh, let's try to be friends and yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, it doesn't work because then someone gets into another relationship and it just gets fucking weird. Fucking Jesus. Okay. Yeah. I think I did a doo-doos. Damn. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever been in that situation, but fellas have definitely been in that situation with me where they've been my friend and I didn't know that there was feelings there. And I'm like, oh, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, or like meet my boyfriend or hang out with me and my boyfriend, or yeah, you can come over, but my boyfriend's here. Because, you know, if I'm your friend and I'm in a relationship, I would never keep a friendship and a relationship separate, because I think that causes alarm bells. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, some friends might not click with your partner, and, you know, your partner might not click with some friends, and, you know, that's fine. But if they're like actively avoiding each other, which I've been there, like everybody knows Cheeser, you know, she would like, you know, stream for me sometimes, be in the chat and, you know, whatever. Like, she hated a guy that I was with. Like, she hated him with everything that she had, and rightly bloody so. But she was like, if he's in the house, I'm not coming. Like, come down to my house. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear about him. I don't want to see him. I don't want him to exist. No. So it's like, yes, it happens. But if I had, you know, a friend and then, you know, a boyfriend, like, I would want to, not necessarily like my boyfriend has to come with me, you know, every time I hang out with my friend, because that's just weird. You know, you should have time with your mates. But if it's like they're actively avoiding each other, either your friend has feelings for you, or your boyfriend is like really insecure and jealous and doesn't trust you, and that's a big relationship problem, you know. I think it's different if like, and I've been there as well, like, I haven't realised that a friend has had feelings for me, and I've been like, that's my mate, that's been my mate for like 4 years, and my new boyfriends came along and been like, he fucking likes you, and I've been like, shut up. And then it's all fucking gone to shit because my boyfriend was right, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would also just say that don't be too afraid, just go for it. Rejection's shite. It's horrible. I've been, you know, like, I obviously, like, everyone's experienced it. But if there's a chance that it might go well, if there's a chance that they like you too, just go for it. And if you are scared that your feelings would affect a friendship, or, you know, whatever, your friendship's never going to be the same anyway, because you're hiding romantic feelings. Yeah, you know, people are like, oh, I'm not going to tell you that I like you because I'm worried that, you know, it'll ruin our friendship. Yes, but, you know, I might catch you looking at me funny. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy fucking likes me, and we've been friends for 16 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's a waste of 16 years of fake friendship because you wanted more. That's just the way I see it. I see it very black and white that way. Closest you had to some sort of relationship is you gave her a teddy. That's cute. She was nagging you to date her? Okay, that's a bit weird. In the meantime, almost every break, she was... Aww. That's weird. It's like why won't you date me? Why won't you date me? Why won't you date me? And then look at me hooking up with someone else. Like, that's just weird. Probably a jealousy tactic. Like, oh, I want you. I want us to date. You're not, like, as super into me as I am to you. So I'm gonna go and get with someone else to rub it in your face and make you jealous so that you do actually ask me out. Because bitches be doing that. I mean, fellas do it too. Not something that I've done, like. My biggest thing is I'm usually oblivious to most shit. So, you know, I'm usually like, what? No, don't be stupid. And then I'm like, oh no. Oh dear. This is going to end badly. And that's why, like, 1, always trust your instincts. 2, always trust your fucking friends. And 3, always trust your fucking partner. Like, if your partner's saying that your friend has fucking feelings for you, they're probably right. If your friend is saying that, you know, you need to fucking leave your man because he's a piece of shit, they're probably right. But obviously there's a chance that people be lying. So I heard if you ignore a girl, she'll do. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's what we were just kind of talking about. Like, everyone's always had everyone's had a situation where someone has liked someone more than the other. You know, the girl has liked the guy more. So in that instance, it probably, you know, is like that. That girl probably liked you more than you liked her. You know, she was nagging you for a date. And then it was kind of like, he's not giving me what I want, so how can I get his attention? I'm going to go find somebody else. You know what I mean? And rub it in his face, you know, kind of like, look, you know, how does it make you feel? Are you jealous? Do you want me now? You know, that kind of thing. Bitches do be doing that. Men do it as well. You were like 10 and 15. You finally told her after I thought I got over it. During this time, she played boyfriend and girlfriend with quite a few of her classmates. Oh, so in your headspace, she thought you were invisible. So you were like, what's the point? That's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, but it's also like a little fuck you. Like, I've been liking you for fucking years and I'm over it now. Fuck you, bitch. But then again, yeah, you know, it's that, oh, he actually liked me this whole time, but now that he's saying like he's over it, I'm gonna make sure he's not. People play fucking games, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on half the time in real life anyway. So I just kind of need to get everyone in these walls, don't I? I have some sort of magic, but not a lot. That might be handy. Who should I take? These? What? Oh, I can only do it to these two? That's not worth it. That's not worth 18 spell points. Should I just blind someone then? I could blind these guys. Because they're kind of like the biggest problem. Because you can fly over and get to them, and you can fly over. What do I need to get in the walls? It's quite a lot of HP there. It's like 600 and something. Not so you're only going to do 280. Could. Shit. In the first few years, she was like cute and playful, and you were like, yeah. But that's just that's people. Like, nothing has irked me more than people being hot and cold. You know? It's like, I like you today, I'm not into you tomorrow. And it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Because at the end of the day, like, you deserve to be someone's everything. Like, honestly, like, for so many years, like, I wouldn't have believed that about myself, or, you know, whatever. But it's true. Like, if someone's going to be playing with you like that, like, I like you this week, I don't like you next week, that's not someone who's ever really going to see you for exactly who you are and your worth. So you need to. And be like, bye, bitch. You're not going to date anyone until you have a job. Are you looking for a job? And is that just because you're like, I want to have my life in order first? Or because it's like, bitches like, mama money? Maybe both. I actually don't know what I'm best doing. I think I might try to blind. And just like take out the possibility of them doing damage to me. Or... because you're not going to do much. I should be able to get to you. Well, maybe because pranks are immature and grabbing ass is not appropriate when it's not consensual. So, maybe it was like, why are you struggling to understand that I'm not an asshole? Like everybody else. I think as well, though, one thing that I will say is, as a female, we are, oh yeah, good. We are used to being treated how we're used to being treated. Damn it! So, if she was used to like, oh, this is what boys do, like boys do pranks and grab ass, you know, it's actually weird if they don't, or there's something wrong with them if they don't. You know, which it's a fucked up way to kind of be, and you know, to explain that, but you know, but it's true. There, we have like cats that like come into our garden and stuff. You know, you've heard me talk about them so much or whatever. But like the camera out the back was just like person detected in the garden, and I was like, what? Because I know Chris is curled up in bed in the other room chilling, and I was like, who the fuck is at my like? Oh, shut up, camera. Like who the fuck is outside my house? And then it's the cat, and the camera has decided that the cat is now a person. Yeah. It's, you know, a smart way to be. Like, I would definitely agree. Like, it's not wise for your life to be a mess and you decide to start pulling someone else into that. That's, you know, it's just not healthy. And bitches these days are quite money oriented, I would say. That's not all women. Let me make that clear. But it's kind of like the, I don't know, predictable social norm, I guess, these days. Do I have like a, can't even heal nothing. You're still blinded. You're on your last legs. Ow. There's nothing wrong with being shy. Like, I would say I'm shy and confident at the same time. Honestly, like, I'm an introverted extrovert. Like, if which I don't drink coffee, but, like, let's say I went to, like, Starbucks to get a coffee and, like, sit and, I don't know, read a book or something like weird people do. And, like, someone tried to talk to me. Like, I'd be like, you know, like, I would completely be like, who are you and what do you want? You know, I wouldn't be one of them girls that's like, I have a boyfriend. You know, just like, it just automatically assuming that someone's there to hit on you. You know, some people are, some people aren't, you know. I wouldn't be one of them girls or whatever. I would be more like, I don't know you. You're a stranger. Why are you talking to me? Like, have I got something on my face? Did I drop something? What's going on? You know, like, I would just automatically, like, just start internally panicking. And that is just because, you know, I am quite, like, awkward or, you know, whatever in that way. But when I'm in my comfort zone, like, for, like, streaming or, you know, whatever for me, like, when I'm in my fucking comfort zone, you know, I'm yap. You know, tell me about you. I'll tell you about me. How's your fucking day? Like, what are you doing? Like, tell me your deepest, darkest fucking secret. What's your biggest fear in life? Here's mine. You know, like, that's the way I am if I'm in my comfort zone. Or, like, if I am talking to people that I actually do know, then it's all extrovert. You know, I let the mask off, you know, but, like, out in fucking public, I'm either ready to run or fight people. That's kind of like my two mindsets. Oh my god, let me in! Knock knock. You can talk a lot about programming. Yeah, I can. I can. Chris was saying the other day about a camera setup thingy. Because we're still working on trying to get our internet sorted so that I can go back to streaming with my camera on. And he was like, oh, there's like this setup or, you know, whatever you can do and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, I literally looking at him like he had two heads. I was like, huh? What's that? Huh? And he was like, I'll teach you. And I was like, what? And he's just like, oh, fuck's sake. That's why you're not even thinking about, yeah, fear, money, expectations. But that's the thing is, don't live up to anyone else's expectations other than your own. You know, be like, who I actually want to be and who actually am I. Stick to that. The right person will gravitate to it. If I see you on the street, I'll come and be pushy about trying to teach you. You'll be like, hey, bitch, you know the way you're fucking terrible at managing your money? Here's my magic money, teach you. I'll be like, see, to be honest, like someone did ask me, like one of my long-term viewers, or, you know, whatever, did ask me, like, if I would ever go to, you know, something like TwitchCon or, you know, whatever. And I was like, no, because, like, I wouldn't be able to, like, afford that. Like, I wouldn't be able to afford, you know, like, the travel and things, and not, you know, like, working, you know, in order to go and stuff. And then, you know, when you're such a tiny fucking streamer, you know, like, I'm not even the smallest fish in the pond. I'm a fucking, you know, bit of algae, you know, at the bottom, you know. And it's like no one would know you, and it's like, oh, but I would come. And then it's like the feeling of, like, the actual fear of meeting someone that you've known for, you know, 2 years online. It's like, what if we actually hate each other? And it's like, you know, this is someone that, you know, like, you've opened up to, that, you know, they've opened up, you know, they're in a relationship, you're in a relationship, you know, you both have jobs, you talk about, you know, things and, you know, whatever. And it's like, what if it's weird? And it's like, oh my God, it's amazing, it's so nice to meet you. And you're like, nah. But then also, I'm not superly duperly that type of person, you know. It'll be like, oh my God, is that you? Oh my God, come here, you know. So it's like, it's just, it's one of them things. Right. I could maybe. Oh, I might lose my fucking angels, you know. Yeah. That's exactly what Chris has been telling me about. And that's stuff that, like, I find very triggering. So I don't engage with stuff like that. Firstly, it's not my business. I don't like gossip. I don't like talking about things that I don't factually know all the facts, but I also don't want to then go, I don't think it's fair to make assumptions on people if I don't have facts. I can't, if I wasn't in the room, I can't tell you if it happened or it didn't happen. Yes, there's stuff out there that I've seen that absolutely, you know, did happen that you can't deny. You know, things are on fucking video and shit, you know, I mean, there's a fucking video of things. But for me, it's like, that's not my business. And it's very triggering for me. Like, Chris was sitting trying to have a full scale conversation with me about it, and I was like, I need, like, stop. Like, I don't wanna, I can't stop. You wouldn't go in the first place, not because it would be assaulted, my reason because I don't feel comfortable. Yeah. Like, my thing is, I know I can handle myself in terms of someone touches me and I get violent. And you'll fucking know that you can't do that. You know, many years ago I wouldn't have reacted that way. I would have shut down. But, you know, I'm not that person, you know, anymore or whatever. But it's like, why... It's shit, because it's like you're punishing... Let's say you've got 6,000 fucking followers, or, you know, whatever, and one of them's an asshole. You know, you're punishing the 5,999 by, like, not going to things like that, and you know, whatever. You know, it's like you're removing the opportunity for the good people, you know, to see you, that, you know, you mean a lot to them, and, you know, they appreciate you, and, you know, whatever. You know, so it's like one person shouldn't ruin it, you know, for everyone else, but at the same time, you know, like your safety is more important than anything, and if people are fucking ruining it, then, you know, it is what it is. And, like, I'm not saying that, like, that would happen to me, you know, no one knows who I am, you know, and I'm not God's gift to, you know, beauty or, you know, anything like that. Nobody is, but it's like, you can't predict things like that, and I don't like not being able to predict things. I don't like not being in control. You know? Yeah, that's the way I'm like as well. Like, I've definitely found myself in situations through streaming communities. And there's been a lot of drama and a lot of toxicity and a lot of fucking nastiness. Is that open and I've just not realised? Because I need to stop in here before I can get through to the tuber. And I must admit, I probably engaged in the drama longer than I should have. Because I was so, I would say, shocked and hurt and taken aback by the drama that I never felt better when I stopped engaging and just walked away. It was just the best thing to do. But there's always one thing I'll always do is I'll say my side, I'll make my point, and then do what you want with it. If you want to keep if you want to keep trying to have like a petty argument, if you want to keep, you know, shit going, I will refuse to engage. It's not happening. Like, I'm not going to have a back and forth with people. I'm not going to go to fucking name calling. Like, I'm not going to go to fucking arseholery and fucking bullshit. Like, I'm not going to engage in that. I will say my point. I will defend myself. If I feel like I have to defend myself, I'll say what I need to say. And then if you want to keep acting like a child, I'll pretend like you never existed. Because my peace is more important than your bullshit. And I live my life that way. Here's my opinion. Here's the things that I feel like I did wrong that I'm going to take accountability for. Here's the things that I feel like I did right. Here's the things that you did that I didn't like. And then now it's on you. If you want to be a fucking child about it, if you don't want to take responsibility for it, if you want to keep attacking or being aggressive or anything like that, bye. That's it. That's the way it should, you know, in my opinion, people should operate. But not everyone's capable of doing that. But, like, if I'm watching a fucking TV show and, like, someone's calling someone else a fat hoe, I'm laughing. Whereas if that happened in front of me in real life and I heard someone speak to someone else that way, I'd be like, that's not nice. Don't do that. There's no need for that. But it's different when it's TV because it's fucking funny. You get a big reunion. We're classmates. Aww. I mean, it's sad that you think that you had to do that. I would always say live your truth. There are parts to every single human being on the earth that we don't like about ourselves. It could be your body. You might struggle with your mental health. You might be shy. You might be loud. You know, you might have bad teeth. You know, like you could be not good at maths. You know, there's so many flaws out there that a person can have that no one's going to be perfect. You know, you shouldn't have to hide any parts of yourself, you know, the good, bad, and the ugly. But be careful with who you trust the fragile things with. You know, if you're like, I need to protect myself, these people aren't my friends, I need to have my mask on and lie because it's the best thing for me to do, then do that. For me, I've evolved a lot in terms of the things that I have been through. You know, I wouldn't have stood up for myself, I wouldn't have defended myself, I would have laid down and I would have taken it. Now I'm kind of finding more of a middle ground because I went from one extreme to the other, and it was, what did you fucking say? Fucking fight me. And that's not really who I am either, and it's not who I want to be either, because in my heart of hearts, I am a sweetheart, but if you fuck around, you will find out. So for me, it's like, I'm going to approach this like an adult. I'm going to say my point. I'm going to say what it is that you did wrong that hurt me. I'm going to apologize for things that, you know, I did wrong, because at the end of the day, no one's fucking perfect. There's always things that you could have handled better, or been calmer about, or been nicer about, or something. No one's fucking perfect. But if then you in turn are going to act like I am just the problem and you are the perfect one, then I'm not going to continue this, because that's just not true. That's how I see it. I have absolutely no issue turning around and saying, I don't like that. Don't do that. Like, I've done it in stream before. You know, someone's came in and maybe made like a bit of a sexual comment, or, you know, whatever. And I've been like, never speak like that again, you're gone. And they've been like, okay, that was too far. And maybe, you know, they've reined it in, or, you know, something. Or they've continued and then they're never allowed back in the streams and they're banned. And that's the way it is. You know, like me and Chris will always say, there's nothing wrong with turning around and giving someone a compliment. Like, you look great today. Thank you very much. Keep it moving. You know, like I'll say to Chris, you know, whatever, that's a very handsome man. And he'll be like, yeah, sure, guess so. But I'm not going to turn around and make a sexual comment like, oh, I would love to see when he looks naked. You know, because that's disrespectful to my relationship, and I don't think about other men like that. You know, just like if someone comes in my stream and they say something inappropriate, you know, whatever, I'm going to shut that shit down. There's nothing wrong with turning around and be like, oh, you look beautiful today. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. You know, everyone needs a little, you know, confidence booster, you know, sometimes, or whatever, but there's still a line. And I definitely do think that everyone should have the confidence to say, you hurt me and this is what you did and I didn't like it. Everyone should have that. Not everybody does. And I'm not judging the people who feel like they can't, because I've been there and I understand. It's not anything about like me, you know, me judging someone for not standing up for themselves. It is more so, you should be standing up for you because you're worth it. That's what I'm like trying to convey. Standing before you is a city whose architecture you do not recognize. Obviously, we know this is the one that your mom was writing about, but I've like seen it fucking many turns ago, or, you know, whatever anyway. Round the roofs, tall spires, strange sounds emanating from within, all coalesce. Didn't understand that word there for a wee second. To form some sort of strange entity your scholars cannot explain. This time wasn't here last time you passed through, even though we actually haven't passed through, but whatever game. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I couldn't help myself. Oh, can't upgrade this much. Streamers who I don't like what I do is just leave quietly, never see me again. What do you mean? Don't like what you do? Like, if you say something in chat that they don't like and they tell you off for it, you'll just leave quietly and never come back to their streams. Is that what you mean? Girls became too pretty and those aren't shy going to say stuff, and I see it everywhere too. Some streamers are playful with it, but they rely on male audiences. What do you mean? And can girls become too pretty? Is that a thing? No, it's not your punctuation. It's your actual sentence. Goose, is it when a streamer tells you that they don't like something that you've done, you just leave quietly and you don't come back again? Or is it if the streamer does something that you don't like? Like, if you are watching someone's stream and you're like, oh, they just did something that I didn't like, you'll just leave quietly and not go back. Is that what you mean? Or if you do something they don't like? That's what I'm saying. I don't know which way around it is. The flirts, the sexual comments. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with, like me and the wifey flirt all the time. She is married and she does not like women. I am in a relationship with a man, but we flirt all the time. It is innocent. She would never. I would never. Really not interested in each other like that. But she'll always be like, damn girl, that ass, can I touch it? You know, or I'll be like, only if I can touch your titties. You know, but she's never touched my ass and I've never touched her titties. You know, it is harmless flirting of basically, you look good. No, you look good. No, you look good. You know, it's that. But if that was a man saying that to me, everyone would have a problem with it. And if it was me saying that to a man, everyone would have a problem with it simply because of gender, which I think is stupid, because I'm not going to touch you and you better fucking not touch me. You know, there's a grey area there. Should I get the Magic Universe tonight and go for it for her? No, she's full now, isn't she? Yeah, so I can't even... Okay, whatever. That's annoying. You know, part of me actually kind of just wants to, like, you know, clean up all the shit, get all the resources, and get more of an army for her before I, like, push off again. So I might actually kind of set her here and get someone else. Yeah, if the streamer does something you don't like, 100%. Like, there would definitely be like streamers that I have previously liked that I've watched, and then they've done something that I don't like, or they've commented on something that I don't like, or they have a very strong opinion on something that I don't agree with. I'm like, yeah, I'm done here. And that's just sad. But not everyone's going to be your cup of tea. You're not going to be everyone else's cup of tea, so it's fine. Right. Let's get her going in this little area. What's Gunnar? Fuck, I'm old. What does that mean? I'm honest, I'm gonna be completely 110% blunt, right? I definitely think that, like, when I started streaming, it was October 2 years ago. Happy anniversary to me. And it was maybe 2 weeks into streaming, I met Chris. I started talking to Chris. During them 2 weeks of streaming, I probably did engage a little bit in flirtations that I would absolutely not engage in now. Not in terms of, do you want my phone number, or message me privately. Not like that. But it was more like, I didn't have a camera back then, so it wasn't anything about, you know, like my looks or, you know, whatever. But it would have been like a playful, like, there's a saying here where we're from, is you like that? And it would have been something more like that. So someone would have said something of, you know, like, oh, I like your accent, or I love the sound of your voice. Like, I could listen to you talk all day, and I'd be like, you like that? Which is flirtatious to a certain degree. That's not really something that I would say to anyone other than Chris now. Like, if someone turned around to me and said like nice accent or whatever, I'm like, oh, cheers, thanks very much. Where are you from? You know, it's casual. It's, you know, it's just a conversation. You know, if someone's like, you're such a fucking bitch sometimes, Gemma, like, shut up. I'd be like, you know, you love me, really. You know, it would be, you know, something like that. Uh-oh. Go away, stinker! Now! Stinky! Ugh. There was a dev who I shared with what I was doing, because why not? We can be nerds and talk like nerds, 100%. He always had something bad to say about it, and I was like, I'm going to do exercise. I do exercise every morning, or I made this code to help me make things... Huh? Like, he was always trying to, like, put you down and make himself seem better. Like that. And you were just like, I'm just trying to be a nerdy friend. Why are you being weird? Is that what you mean? You stopped watching someone where there was a big bug in the game and they were like, it's okay, we don't have to restart. And they were like, are you listening? Are you stupid? I think it depends for me. Because different people have different dynamics. So the way I speak to you in chat, I would speak differently to someone else who maybe I know a little bit better. So, for example, if the likes of like my good friend from real life who, you know, I know and I love and I've, you know, she's been in my life for years, you know, if she came in, you know, the chat to watch me, and I'd be like, shut up, you stupid fucking bitch. But she knows that I'm joking, and I know that I'm joking, and I love her dearly, and I would do anything for her. And, you know, if she then turned around and said, Gemma, that hurt my feelings, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I was just joking. I didn't actually like mean it like that. Like I was just messing. Like if she told me that it made her uncomfortable, you know, I would respect that. But me and her have that kind of joking, like, fuck you, I will fuck you too. You know, we have that rapport, whereas I wouldn't speak to you like that, because we don't have that type of like relationship. So I would say that one's a bit of a toughie, because I understand where you're coming from, and as well, like if you don't understand, you know, the relationship dynamic, and someone says something that just comes across like it's fucking rude, like they're insulting someone, you know, insulting their intelligence, or, you know, something like that. It's just like, why is this person being an asshole? That's just not okay. Like I would never speak to someone like that. It just depends on the relationship dynamic. It's different if you say something and someone says they do not like it and you keep going. You don't always know where someone's line is, especially when you're getting to know someone. So you don't know, like, do they like dark humor? Do they not like dark humor? Where is the line for, like, flirtations or, you know, things like that? Like, I make my lines very clear when it comes to flirtations. Like, any sexual comment that is made, point blank period, is a no fucking go. A compliment, fine. And if the compliment is nice titties, bye. You know what I mean? Like, that's a sexual one. Where if it's like, you look really pretty today, I'd be like, well, thank you. That's fine. That's acceptable. It was more like, why did you waste time making this? Oh, well, that's rude. Yeah, I understand that. That is kind of just like, I thought it was kind of like nerd to nerd, and you're like, why are you fucking you know what I mean? Like, that's just rude. You don't remember the comment on the exercise? Yeah. Well, if it was a while ago, you know, you might not remember. Someone who I thought was my friend raged out of nowhere that I talk too much after like a year or whatever. Ooh. I mean, I'm a rambler. Like, I've just stopped playing the fucking game, the fucking yap. So, like, I've noticed it in Discord and stuff, you know, a couple of times. Like, if there's too many messages and I'm busy, I won't reply. but I would never be like, well, you shut the fuck up. Unless, let's say I was in a Discord call with someone, or I was on the phone with someone, and they would not stop talking over me. I'd be like, can I fucking speak? Like, and I would probably lose my shit, because I really do not like people talking over me. And one thing I am bad at is interrupting people and talking over them. So that's where I need a friend to be like, yo, Gemma, shut up, I'm talking. From the outside looking in, someone else is going to be like, did she really just fucking shout at her friend like that? Or why is someone shouting at Gemma like that? It's because I know that I have a problem with that impulse control of interrupting people. When something comes into my head, it just comes straight out of my mouth. And conversations are, you talk, the other person listens, they talk, you listen. I suck at that sometimes. So one thing that I need from a fucking friend, when it's, an actual conversation of, going both ways or whatever, not just like typing in chat or, whatever. It's, Gemma, I was talking. Shut up. Let me finish. I'm like, okay, cool. Someone else is going to think that that's rude, that that's abrupt or whatever. To me, I need that. And that's where understanding relationship dynamics is very important. But also ask them questions. Like, how can I be a better friend to you? What? How do you operate? Or, whatever, the do's, the don'ts. You find that out all over time. Then I became a bit aware and started asking other friends if there's something wrong with me, because I do type so much before the other person gets to answer one thing. I say more stuff. You do that, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like, when it's stuff, like when it's stuff about, like, here's my magic, or, whatever, like, it's something that you care about, it's something that you're passionate about, it's something that you love. So yes, sometimes, in the Discord, you're fucking typing out 20 messages before I'm replying to the first one. And I'm like, Jesus, like, I can't keep up. But I'm not like, you need to shut the fuck up, bro. Yes, there'll be things that if I don't feel like I understand, I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. Or like one thing that I'm very blunt with, which does hurt a lot of people's feelings, and something that I guess I do kind of need to learn to address softer, is when I'm not interested in the subject that someone is speaking about, I'm like, I don't care. And sometimes I will just say, I don't care. And that is rude. And I don't like that I do that. And I'm aware that I do that. And I try not to do that. So my way of basically getting around, I don't want to say getting around that, but trying to approach it in a way where I'm making myself clear, but I'm not being offensive about it, is I'll turn around and I'll say, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not interested. And I think that's an improvement. I honestly don't know how to cope in a situation like that, because I'll be like, I don't want to talk about this, or I'm not interested in this topic, or this is fucking boring. But I'm like, right, not every thought that pops into your head should just fly out of your mouth and be rude and abrasive, because people don't like that, and this is why no one likes you. You don't like interrupting people. But yeah, I think, like, that's one thing that I find really overwhelming, right? Is, like, see, like, Chris will sometimes sit in a fucking Discord call with, like, 6 of his friends, and, like, 2 dudes are, like, playing one game together. One person is, like, watching TV and just, like, chiming in with conversation. Someone else has, like, their kids screaming or whatever, or their wife screaming in the fucking background, and they're playing their own fucking different game. And I'm like, oh my God, how do you cope? How the fuck do you cope with that? Like, everybody shut the fuck up. I can't handle that. Like, I really, really can't. But when there are so many people in a Discord call or whatever, someone's going to interrupt someone. It's just, that's, you can't anticipate when they were going to talk. So it happens. You don't talk much in real life, so you make up for it in my Discord. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Like, I want to hear about people's day. Like, I'm generally that type of friend. Like, and I will make this very, very clear. I'm a big overshare in that way, where, like, I will tell you what I had to eat. Like, I'll be like, oh, I just went up the stairs and, put my washing away. People are like, so? But for some reason, I want to share that with people. Like, I want to tell my friends, like, oh, I just mopped my floors. I just hoovered. Like, I'm that type of person. Like, I just want to know what someone's doing and tell them what I'm doing. What are your plans for the day? What did you do yesterday? Did you have a good sleep? Have you drank enough water today? Like, how many steps did you do? You know, like, I just want to know everything, and I want to share everything. And 110% that comes from my childhood, is that I had to be not seen and not heard. So I'm like, this is what I did, and this is what you did, and what did you do, and tell me everything, and blah, 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 blah. And the fact that I have ADHD. Oh no, see, Goose, I'm the other way around. If I don't interrupt, I'll lose my train of thought. So let's say someone's talking about, right, the fact that, you know, you have geese and, you know, like your chickens and, you know, all that other type of stuff, right? I hate birds. So if you start going on a ramble about like your chickens and your geese or, you know, whatever, and I'm like, I hate birds, I hate birds, I hate birds. Like, I know that I hate birds. I know that I'm terrified of birds. But if I don't spit that out quickly, I'm never actually going to forget that I hate birds. I'm just going to forget to tell you about it. Because I'm like, don't interrupt. Like, don't be rude. Don't interrupt. Don't be rude. Let them finish. And then I'm like, I don't know what I was going to say, bro. What was I saying? It happens all the time. Yeah, see, I can't do that. Shut up, babe! I am a rude bitch. But yeah, like I can do a 6-person call and be quiet, because if I'm quiet with you, I'm either super uncomfortable or super comfortable. If that makes sense. Like, me being quiet can be a very good thing or a very bad thing, and you have to know me very well to know the difference. So if I was in a 6-person call and I was very quiet, that's a bad thing, because I do not feel comfortable. Hate joining calls with too many people. Yeah, I don't like it. I can't do it. Like, if it's 6 people that I do know, fine. Like, when we all used to play Among Us and all together, loved it. Like, loved it, because I knew every single person. So, you know, and we were all streaming onto my channel, playing a game that I knew that I liked, you know, so it was great. But if it's too many people, like, if I was in with 2 people that I don't know, I'm gonna be like, like, I'm panicking. Like, I'm part of Discords and stuff for games that have, you know, like, looking for groups and stuff, and you can join the Discord calls and go on and play the game with them and all, and I've never done it because nope. I mean, you can type though. You don't even have to go on a call, you can just type. But sometimes, because I really like to game and listen to music, so sometimes I prefer not to be in a Discord call and just type. Like, me and Landar did that when we were doing our Age of Wonders Planetfall playthrough. Well, achievement hunting for me. That's what we were doing. Is that, like, I had music on and we were just typing into the Discord to each other. A bed raggled. Okay. Sleepy looking runner arrived at your tent. He was wounded, but waved off the attendants who tried to aid him. He had a message to bring. Jesus Christ, this fucking message after message after message. You could tell immediately by his countenance that the news was grave. Yes, okay, I'm used to that. My dearest wife. I regret to inform you that we have met with great resistance in our journey to join up with General Kendall's forces. The minions of Eeofol are formidable indeed, much more than I had anticipated. Several hundred loyal warriors have fallen, and I fear that— Shut up, phone! I need to put my phone on silent, I'm so sorry. How do I do that? It's still a new phone, I'm getting used to it. How do I do that? There it is. Bye. Several hundred. I'm now unable to predict when we will arrive to fortify your position. You will need to hold out longer than I had originally been planning on. I miss you terribly. Oh, he loves his wife. But I know that I'll be there soon, and no matter the price that I must pay, nothing shall keep me from your side. Perhaps one day soon, it will be able to return to Enroth and our beloved son Nikolai. Nikolai. You're the one who's good at making up jokes upon what others say. Yeah, I like taking the piss out of people. And everyone takes the piss out of me. It's fine. Yeah, in-game chat works too. Like, sometimes I just want to be with someone, if that makes sense. Like, I just want to kind of, like, game with someone, but I don't have to be, like, tied onto a Discord call the whole time. If that makes sense. Like, I just want to enjoy the gaming. Like, you can obviously still type away to each other and chat away about the game, or, you know, outside the game and real life shit, or, you know, whatever. But then there's times where, like, I do want to just be in a Discord call and just yap, because the way that I live my life, like, I'm not out and about interacting with loads of people all the time either, and that's why streaming is great for me. You're good at making up jokes 15 minutes after the fact. You're like, oh damn, I should have said that 15 minutes ago and it's too late now. That's funny. Oh shit. Oh no, bitch is here. Yeah. Money, money, money. I fucking need it. Oh shit, I forgot about you. Smelly. Ah! No. Meow. Oh, you're in that one? I thought you were in... Shit, that's where she used to go. Bollocks. There was someone who kept insulting me and I just kept laughing. Yeah. Sometimes it's the best way to be. Like when they know that they're not getting under your skin and you're just like, you're a child. People get angry. That's how I handle my sister. I'm like, whatever, you weirdo. Go get a life. Oh, shit. No! I need money. Damn. Okay. Right, yes, gems are needed. There is a hero called Gem. I know I don't need 4, but you know, just one for good luck. Bailey, go away. Shush. I can hear you out there. Sometimes I said something normal and the guy started crying, like, you shut up most of the time, but then when you open your mouth it's fucking gold. Nothing wrong with that either. The fact that he was getting angry made me laugh even more, 100%. You're like, damn, you're trying to get under my skin, but all I have to do is laugh and you lose your mind. How embarrassing for you. Right, I'm gonna go deal with this asshole. Or not. Need to get all my zealots together. Ooh. What? Yeah, they are quite the number. Probably blind you, to be honest. If I can. Don't really want you getting to anybody straight away. I need that app to fix my texts, so I say the same things in less words and you can read it to the end. To be fair, I'm quite bad for, like, I skim through things real quick and I get the general gist of what someone said. Because I'm so easily distracted and because my brain works very quickly. I'll be like, yeah, I get what you mean. This is how I feel, blah, 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 blah. Like, I understand or I don't understand or what do you mean, blah, blah, blah. I think it's more so that, like, when you're streaming a game, loads of people are there to watch the gameplay. Not everyone likes the constant chatting. Other people like the engagement and speaking to the streamer more than the gameplay. So it's like, I think for us streamers, you're trying to find that balance between, right, I can't just have the game fucking pause for 20 minutes while I have a full skill conversation, which I'm really bad for doing when the conversation fucking starts happening. So it's like, it's a fine line. And yeah, like Chris is right, like, if there's 3,000 people in someone's chat, by the time they've read someone saying, hi, how's your day? It's fucking gone. There's been 30 other fucking chats. And then they're like, wait, who said hi? You know, so it's hard for them. It's not as hard for me because my chat is very rarely. You know what I mean? I don't think I would actually be able to cope with that. I think there's a good side to obviously being a large streamer and the fact that you make a buttload of money. But that's never been, like, really my real intention. Like, the money's great if people sub or if people donate or people, you know, cheer bits, you know, whatever. Like, it's great when it happens because, you know, bitch needs money. But for me, it was always so much more about sharing my love of games and actually speaking to people. That's always going to be number one for me. So I think if I ever got to the point, which is probably never going to happen, where I had like 700 million people watching me and the chat is going fucking crazy, I would actually find that very overwhelming. And I would probably, you know, have like the slow chat on, where like people can like send one message every like 10 minutes, because I'd be so overwhelmed because I want to engage with people. I don't want you to come into my stream and feel like I'm ignoring you. But also, there are people that you're not going to engage with as much because they're just not your kind of person, if that makes sense. Oh shit, yeah, I have no fucking spell points. Can I still blind? No! Right, fuck. Bollocks. Jesus. Oh, I'm screwed. Because I need to cut this bastard off. But then everyone else is just going to pile on me angels. Shit. What do I do? Okay, fuck! Yes, I have seen Limitless. I kind of feel like that, like, I feel it's very hard for me to concentrate. And like, my autism is always fighting with my ADHD, so my autism needs to not have too many distractions because I find it overwhelming. But then my ADHD loves to multitask, so I'll be playing a game on the PC. Oh, I'm screwed. Right. First restart. My ADHD wants me to be doing something on my phone, replying to Facebook messages, replying to Discord messages, reading up on something, playing a game, and singing along to music all at the same time. That's and like doing work shit or something, and trying to clean the house all at the same time. My brain fucking loves that shit. The autism side doesn't. The autism is like, I'm gonna focus on this one thing, and if something interrupts me, I'm gonna cry. And my ADHD is like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, it's exhausting. You know, I tried PUBG Not for me. Right, I'm going to leave you alone. Hopefully you actually don't chase me. Because, yeah. You need to start actually doing stuff, mate. We'll follow that one up there, will we? Depends on the game for me. So see when I'm playing, like Supermarket Simulator or something, systems, writing names of things down, everything is organized and not a mess, and it's all like clinical almost. But then there's other things, like Heroes of Might and Magic. I just click buttons and go, and then you shout at me for it because I lose. You're like, think it through, because at the end of the day, you know, it is turn-based strategy game. It's like chess, so you need to be thinking, you know, 6 steps ahead. Oh, if I do this, then next turn I can do this, then next turn I can do that, and then the enemy might be doing this, and you're thinking about what you can counter with, and you know, all that other type of stuff. I'm not. My brain's like, I'm just clicking buttons, and then I'm losing, and I'm shouting. Yeah, I understand that. There's definitely games that like I wouldn't play, Goose. But I love to watch people play. Like I could sit and watch people play certain games for hours that you're never going to get me to play. Yes. And then there's that, isn't there? I am what I am, okay? And y'all fucking love me for it, so I have no shame. Wonder if I've got enough to work with now. But apparently they really need gems, so I don't know if they've taken like another kind of like castle city or whatever, and they're trying to get, what would you call it? Angels. So I don't know if that's what's going on. Well, to be fair, you are patient with me. Do I have a free slot? I do. I'm going to accept that. Stay 7, so you probably shouldn't even be fucking moving. I'm just not getting my reinforcements in time, and my money's fucking shite because I was trying to build a capital in here. 10k. You know what? I'll actually just get the capital. I'll get the capital tomorrow because I fucking need it. Do you think he can do that? I think he can do that. Ah, someone's there. We'll go for that. You can do it in 2 seconds now. See, that's not my play style at all. Right. Capital. Oops. Whoops. Oh no, that's all I needed anyway. It's okay. Oh my god, I didn't fucking read. I didn't realize he like lost all his thing. I didn't realize that. He lost like everybody in that battle, fuck's sake. Did I not really bother you how I play this then? Like, does it not, like, really fucking anger you how I play this? Because you're like, there's a shortcut for that. You really could have made this easier for yourself. There's also a shortcut for that. Fuck's sake, Gemma. Like, how do you find it entertaining watching me? Like, that's a genuine question. Like, you must find it so infuriatingly annoying. He's going that way. Find Heroes 2 doesn't work with the... Got used to it. You're like, she's shit, but we love her. She makes it bearable. But she's shit. Oh, funny. Seems like they're really desperate for resources. I mean, I kind of am as well, to be fair. Let's try to do that first next turn. Be fair, Cuthbert should have them, but whatever. What? Ooh! Attack and defense by 2. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so you can't get me any more money. And neither can you. Completely forgot to start with the game. I'm watching various people play. Made me realize it's not an easy game to learn. Yeah, that's true. It's not. Like, it is hard. It's like you've got loads of money and then you don't have loads of money. It's like Payday. You're like, oh my god, I've got a decent amount of money. And then after bills, you've got like £3 left. And you're like, oh, never mind. Don't think they're going to break through there anytime soon. I don't mind backseat gaming. I really, honestly don't. The only thing that I'll ever take issue with is when I say, I'm not going to do that. And then people argue with me. Like, you can turn around and say, it would be easier if you did yada yada. Or don't forget you can do blah blah blah. Or if I were you, I would go take out blah 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 now. That's okay. But if I turn around and I say, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This is the way I'm going to do it. If you then start shouting at me, fuck off. That's the only thing. I completely backseat gaming is fine in terms of giving me advice and telling me what you think I should do. But if I do not do what you think I should, don't be a dick about it. That's all. Like, I'm not good at the game because of the way I choose to play the game. I know that if I actually, like, paid attention and allowed myself to, like, learn and take people up on their advice, I would probably do better and I would get better as a player. Yes, I agree. 110%. But I'm also my own person. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll never turn around and shout at someone for, like, backseat gaming and making a suggestion. That is always welcomed. And I'll be like, oh, you think I should? Or sometimes I'll ask questions and I'll be like, do you think I should go for this? Or do you think I go for that? And I can't really decide. I'm not really sure. And then I'll go with whatever chat decides. It's as long as everyone's respectful about it, then it's no fucking issue. And yeah, 100%. Like, I'll definitely agree that, like, I don't enjoy, you know, cheating to get around things. Because it's like, oh, like, I'm just shit. You know, it's like, oh, you're just shit, Gemma. And that's not fun, you know. But I know I'm getting in my own way. And I don't want to change the way that I approach things and play, because then I'll not have fun. And I'm ultimately here to have fun playing a game. But at the same time, it's kind of like my best compromise, because I understand then that people watching don't want to see me do 700 million attempts of the same scenario, and 3 months later I'm still on the same scenario. So that's kind of like my 3 try rule before cheating is kind of my compromise for that. I'm still having fun and playing my own way, but progress is actually still being made in the journey of the game. Like, that's kind of like the best of both worlds for me. No, there's 100%. There's nothing, like, there's nothing wrong, you know, with, like, some advice I'll definitely take, and I'll do it. On other stuff I won't. It just depends what it is. You're probably not going to move because I'm blocking you off. Which was kind of the whole point. At least I killed a couple of shit. Yeah, it can be hard, like, as well, to, you know, describe, you know, advice and things like that, you know, through chat and stuff too, for sure. And that's why, like, Discord calls, like, can be great. Or, like, you know, sharing your screen and someone being like, yo, click that, you know, or whatever. But then that's not for everyone either and shit, you know, so it's just, that's just, in my opinion, the best of both worlds. That's just, in my opinion, the best compromise. And so far, it's worked for me, you know? And I'm gonna keep doing it! Oopsies. Whoopsies. Oopsie whoopsies. I am kind of a bit miffed, though, that, like, the olden era has been postponed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit like, Fuck, they're really needing resources, aren't they? Damn. I need to chase some of these fuckers. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've never, like, honestly, I genuinely 2 years ago, I woke up one day and just decided to stream. There was no intention behind it of, like, I want to be the best at XYZ game, or I want to go on, I want to make loads of money, or I want to have X amount of followers. Like, that was never, ever, ever my thing. Like, I literally was in a place in my life where, like, my dog had died, like, my head was a mess, I was single, like, I didn't have, like, direction, and I had time to fill, and I was like, what do I enjoy? Like, I'm already, you know, walking and training and playing with, you know, the dog that I do have left. Like, I'm already studying, I'm already, you know, like, working a little, and, you know, things like that and stuff. I'm cleaning my house, I'm doing a workout, but I still have free time in a day. What the fuck else can I do? Because my brain cannot handle the boredom and the silence. And I was like, fuck it, why not? You know, I'm still here 2 years later. So it's like, if I can go on and yap with people and talk to people and get to know people and enjoy games, make maybe a very small amount of money, that's all I need. That's it. I don't care if I make 50 quid every 6 months. That's fine. I would prefer to just talk. And the thing is as well is like even now, like my streaming schedule, you know, like had to change, you know, because like we moved house and, you know, I was working a lot more, and, you know, now the only time I can 110% dedicate to streaming to is Mondays. You know, I'm hoping that I can kind of get back on board to making it 2 days a week again. You know, like there was, like when I first started, I was streaming 7 days a week. Every single fucking day. To nobody, don't get me wrong. To nobody, nothing to nobody. Nothing to no one. But like, I don't like the fact that like my stream hours have died. Like I got like my stream like report thingy for the month of I think it was for like October so far or something, and it was like, oh, you've only streamed 5 hours this month, and I was like, what? Because I was only streaming, you know, like on a Monday or whatever for like an hour, and I'm like, nah, because I miss it. Like I miss just coming on and yapping with people for hours. I miss it. You're fine with it because you still have to, yeah. I mean, every single time I go on to play the Olden Era demo, right, I keep restarting. I really, really do. I just constantly keep restarting. And I've only still tried one faction. You know, so it's like, I'm bummed because I thought it was going to be coming out sooner. And they've pushed it back. But I'm also not bummed because I'm, you know, just starting Armageddon's Blade in this. I really feel like I've like fucked myself, and I'm just like going around in circles with this. It's like every time I beat back one hero with her, someone, you know, they've got another, and like my resources and my money shit and holding me back and whatever, and I'm just like, I think I've diddled myself. I'm not gonna lie. You think you'd like to stream, but I would have to do it for the income, but I know there's a very slim chance to pop off. I think I need to stream too, though it seems hard. Look, streaming's hard. It's not for everybody. You know, there's going to be days that you're streaming to 0 viewers. You know, it's like, it took me 4 months to get affiliated, which was actually very, very quick for a streamer. Considering like how hard, you know, it is. Like I did very, very well to manage to get to that. And I'm still proud of that, like to this day, being able to do that, you know, quite quickly. But, if gaming is something you thoroughly enjoy, if you genuinely want to connect with people, if you genuinely think that there's something about you that other people might connect with, fucking try it. If the money comes, the money comes. Like, I would watch. I would sit and chat. I know I would, because I still sometimes have time to fill in a day. Even if you're not much of a talker. Like, I talk a lot more now than I think I did when I first started. I think. Maybe not actually, because I actually feel like from the start I was talking. I wasn't really talking like to chat in that way because there was no one in the chat talking to me. So, you know, there's no one to talk to, but it was more so that kind of thing of like I was narrating everything I did in the game, and I was narrating my whole thought process of how I approached the game. And mainly back then I was streaming Raid Shadow Legends and Sims 4 because they were the two biggest games that I loved playing at the time. Don't stream any of them now. Don't even actually play any of them anymore, really. But yeah, like don't like, see, for ages, I would say for a month, I sat on like 14 followers. I don't have a lot of followers now. Or subs or people in the Discord. I don't. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's quality to me. rather than quantity. If I had 1,000 followers and no one talked to me in chat, no one asked me how my day was, no one told me how their day was going, I didn't know anyone's name or where they were from or how old they were, I knew nothing about them and they knew nothing about me, I'm not interested in them 1,000 followers. I'd rather have, how many followers do I have? 300? I would rather have 300 people. Even that is a lot if, you're talking to 300 people loads of times. But I would rather have, like 5 people that are like my ride or die. I know I have their back. They have mine. We play games together. We talk shit. That's everything. And yeah, exactly what Chris said. Like, never start something like just for money, because it, like, when it doesn't happen straight away, you'll get frustrated. If you're like, oh, I want to earn £1,000 a month, and then that's not happening, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do research, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, like, this is I'm gonna stream this brand new game that's just came out because it's got all the hype, and then that's where I'm gonna make my money. But then you don't enjoy the game, you hate the game, it's stressing you out, and you're having a terrible time, and the money's not coming. Why did you do this to yourself? That's torture. Stream for you. Money comes after, if at all. And I'm not just saying that because I don't earn loads. I'm just saying that should be your approach, because you will get demotivated. You will be like, the money's not coming. What am I doing wrong? I suck. I'm terrible. I'm no good. I'm just going to pack it in. You don't want to have them negative thoughts in your head, because generally, as being a human is fucking hard enough as it is. I like the art and the visuals of the olden era. I really liked it. I thought it was great. I think it's beautiful. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was trying to do with Cuthbert, though. Like, I was trying to, build that second army, and I did push a little bit, and he got absolutely mauled because the stats are terrible. And that's why I was like, oh, there's artifacts there that I should probably be exchanging so that, he can do something else, Where else am I? Yeah, it is. It's hard to get a second army to build up, because money is problematic. And it's like, the army he has now, I can't even handle that, because the towers will maul him. And that's just really fucking frustrating. Right, but I generally thought the same. Like, I'm not a skilled gamer. I am not good at it. Like, generally. I'm not. I'm good at talking absolute fucking bollocks. I'm good at engaging with people. I am good at talking about topics that might make people, feel uncomfortable. I'm good at making people feel better about themselves. I'm good at seeing the good in people. I'm good at that kind of stuff. That is what I thrive on in life, is generally helping people and caring for people and being there for people. Yes, it fucking sucks, because sometimes I don't get that in return. People betray you. People take your kindness for fucking weakness, and then they see the other side of me that is aggressive and violent and rude. Yeah, never compare yourself to big streamers or whatever either. Like, never turn around and be like, oh, this person has 50 more followers than me, like, how can I beat them? Or this person has, people subbing to them left, right, and center. Why can't people do that for me? And it's a lot harder to make it in financially in this than it was 10 years ago. Like, it's really, really bad at the minute. Like, so many people, are quitting Twitch because the money's just not available. You didn't like the graphics in the... Oh, yeah. You didn't like the graphics in the videos. I was the same. I agree. Because Chris watches them a lot, and now, like, I wouldn't go out of my way. Like, I've not sat and ever gone out of my way and, like, looked up in one of his videos and put it on. But, like, if Chris has had it on, like, I'm sitting there fucking wetting myself. And I'm like, this is actually good. Like, I'm enjoying this. Right, where are you getting your fucking angels from? I don't like that. I don't like this at all. I feel like I'm like really shitting on myself. Because I just can't protect from all fronts and it's just tug of war. Yeah, 100%. Like, there were so many times where, like, I've, like, had, like, Chris, like, on my streams or whatever, and he's been like, oh, but people are there for you. Like, people don't want to see me. Like, I'm not a streamer. I don't want to be a streamer, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I've had people literally follow me because they would actually prefer to just talk away to Chris. And, like, now, like, when we set up 40k Fiends, which is our YouTube channel, like, our TikTok and all the rest of it, fucking hell. For our Warhammer 40k stuff, you know, that we love. That's, you know, another thing that we do. Oh, I'm getting really frustrated. You know, Chris was like, oh, I'm just going to be a behind the scenes guy. Like, I'm not really going to get involved. I don't really want, like, I'm not going to be, like, engaging in comments or talking to people or have people, like, know who I am and, you know, yada, yada, yada. And now he does all of our voiceovers and everyone always compliments him on how amazing he sounds and how gripping his voice is and his storytelling and, you know, things like that and shit. And it's, like, never hold yourself back, basically. Like, if it doesn't fucking work out, all right. At least you fucking tried. And if it fucking works out, you have access to things you never had access to before. Like, I've had sponsorships. And I've made money that I would have never dreamed of being able to make off a sponsorship. Because I'm like, who the fuck wants me? You know what I mean? Or, like, someone sending... Like, don't get me wrong, it's only happened once. You know, someone sent me a key to try their game. And I was like... I cannot believe this is like this is like an out of body experience. And like I cried my eyes out when I got affiliated. Because you put in, you know, you put yourself really on the line in terms of vulnerability. You know, like you're showing people a side of you that you don't usually let people see. Like even like my vlogs and stuff for like my subscribers, which I haven't actually been keeping on top with because life has been fucking shite, is that I'm letting people see me with no makeup. You know, like I'm working out and I'm sweaty. I'm walking my dog. I'm letting people into the inside of what my job is on a daily basis. What my house looks like. You know, things away from stream. Or I'm doing my voiceover for my vlog and I'm getting teary-eyed because I'm talking about how I had a shit day and I'm struggling mentally. You know, you're letting people into a side of your vulnerability that you would never... let other people see or you don't want to admit because people are like, that's a streamer, you know. Some people do have like streamer personalities that is complete opposite, you know. It's performance, you know, it's complete opposite. It's a job. They are who they are for their job and then in their private lives they're completely different. You know, not everyone's like that. I'm not, you know, I'm not like that. At least I really don't think so because I'm very much so like an open book. But like, don't set yourself up for failure before you even started is essentially where I'm trying to go with this. If you feel like you want to give streaming a go, if you feel like you should give streaming a go, you have no idea the impact that you could have on someone else's fucking life. Like, chat has made me cry before, telling me the impact that I've had on their lives. Like, there's literally a fucking clip of it of me playing fucking Total War Warhammer 3 and I just fucking start crying and I had to like mute myself and go cry because there was such a sweet message. And it's like fucking mind-blowing how little old you can impact someone else's life. Never underestimate your value. I'm not fucking good at games, but never underestimate what you can offer. Yeah. And then they wrote like a big long message and I cried my fucking eyes out and I was, because I started reading it like innocently, not knowing possibly like not knowing that it was, I was like, fucking hell, this is a long message, like let me fucking read it. And then I was like, I've been watching you for a while and you and and that's how that went. But I'm a very emotional person, you know. I just cry because I care way too much. Yes, you showed the dragons. I think, I have Songs of Conquest, I'm pretty sure, you guys. Or is it Conquest of EU? Conquest is just, familiar. Where are you, wee fucker? I'm looking at my Steam, sorry. Still looking at my Steam. Because me and Chris have family share on, so I see all his games as well. So sometimes, like, there's so many games to scroll through. Oh no, it's Spellforce I have. I always get them confused. I have Spellforce Conquest of EU. Very good game. Need to play that more, actually. Might stream it at some point. It's great. Anyway. It's better than Olden Era, you think? Good morning. Is it still morning? It is morning. I'm so sorry. I'm like far behind in the chat because like I'm trying to yap and concentrate on the game, which I'm failing at miserably. Like, I mean, I'm still alive at like month 3. So, but anyway. Oh shit, it's another capital. No. I don't want to waste my money on that. Where am I going? Shit. I don't think she has the army to take out. Yeah, you're not a problem. I'll take some boo-boos. You're more of an issue. Yes, so last week I had wrapped up the, what was that called? Shadow. What was it called? Shadow Death. My brain just went, wah, wah. And, I wrapped that up last week, and I genuinely thought that I'd play the Restoration of Arathia, Armageddon's Blade, and I was ending on the Shadow of Death, and I was going to wrap up Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and move on to fucking number 4, right? Wrong. So Bill Annette was like, you know, you've actually not streamed any Armageddon's Blade, by the way, because then went and looked at the YouTube, and because I upload all my VODs to YouTube so people can kind of follow like everything of the gameplay if they've missed anything and shit. And there's no Armageddon's Blade, so I was like, my bad, you guys. We're not quite moving on to number 4 yet because I have to do Armageddon's Blade, and I'm already fucking struggling. But how are we? Are we good? Are we great? Are we fantastic? Are we having a shit day? If we are having a shit day, I hope you're alright. I saw videos of the guy who pretends to be a girl. Oh, okay, just for like streaming purposes or what? Like, are they transitioning or something? I don't know. He came across someone who was thinking of ending himself. That's sad. He started crying because a pretty girl was being nice to him on Omegle. Honestly, like, kind of, like a little bit of kindness in someone's day can really go a long way. Like, you've absolutely no idea what someone else is going through and how close people are in terms of struggling. Oh, it's after midday. So, okay, you're an hour ahead of me, time-wise, because it's 10 past 11 in the morning for me. So I would say it's afternoon for you, because it's technically afternoon. Yeah, Songs of Conquest is good. I'm always one step ahead, bitch. Yeah, I definitely feel like Heroes of Might and Magic is more nostalgia for me. And Thingamajigger. I need 20 grand. Shit. Conquest is more, I don't know. I want to say variety, yeah. Oh, this is fucking annoying. I'm always ahead. Good morning. Or afternoon, because, you know, some people are currently in afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could join us. There is like a little 10-minute timer before you can start talking away in chat. You don't have to talk away and chat if you don't want to. You can just silently lurk and enjoy the show, or listen to the apps, you know what I'm saying? But if you do feel like joining in, you're absolutely more than welcome. What would you say are other, like, Heroes clones games? Because I wouldn't... To be fair, I mean, Heroes Might and Magic's been around since, what, 1995? Or something? I think it's 1995. So I'm sure kind of every game that came out after that, you know, was kind of building upon the fact that Heroes Might and Magic fucking blew up. Like, it was a very, very popular game. Oh, what are you drawing? Were you drawing a goose? Was Gooseman drawing a goose? I bet you were drawing a fucking goose, bro. With the exception of a modern reboot or whatever, there are like 5 clones. What are they? I like Heroes Might and Magic games. Oh. Hell yeah, Jonathan! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Mr. Predictable. The Gooseman's drawing a goose. Yes, indeed. There was, I think it's just dropped down to 9 there or whatever. But yeah, tensies is a pretty fucking damn good number, isn't it? I know, I honestly, the second you said that you were fucking, oh my god, the coat of armor has a goose. The second you said you were fucking drawn, I was like, geese. Yeah. Oh, they destroyed my fucking capital, you smelly bastards. There's no command for the Discord anymore, bub. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to actually copy and paste the link so people can join the Discord. Because I did it there last week when I was streaming for people to join the Discord and yap away. Let me get a little link for people. How did I do that again? Invite to channel. There we go. Copy the link. Y'all know that I'm technologically challenged. Click the link, take a ticket, tell me your Twitch name, get verified, I'll let you in, and we can fucking yap off stream. Because I do, like, I have, because my phone was broke for ages, so it was kind of away from Discord, but now I have Discord back on my new phone, so, like, I like to be talking away to people during the day, you know what I'm saying? King's Bounty? What the fuck's King's Bounty? Is that on Steam? I was gonna say I'm gonna Google it, but I mean I'm gonna look it on Steam. I know who you are, so I'm just gonna, you don't even need to take a ticket, I'm just gonna verify you straight away and you can come on in. It's not that. It's more so, whatchamacallit, like, it's a command, you know, so if you, I think the YouTube, I wonder if the YouTube one still works. No, the YouTube one doesn't even fucking work. Like, usually it would be, we would just prompt, and, like, my, like, donation thing is a timer. So it was fucking, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or something. You know, it's like if you wanna, because when someone shares bits or when someone subs, obviously Twitch holds it until it gets to a, you know, a certain whatever, and then you get your payout. But donations go straight to me and I keep all of it, other than, you know, like the exchange rate of obviously different currencies. So some people prefer to donate because I kind of get, I don't want to say I get more of that, because it just depends. It's more that it's like more direct of benefiting me than going through Twitch. But there's nothing wrong with going through Twitch, and then people use their Amazon Prime. So when you use your Amazon Prime to subscribe to someone, it doesn't cost you personally any money because you already pay for Amazon Prime. So if someone has an Amazon Prime account, you know, you can basically subscribe to someone for free every month, if that makes sense. Yes, King's, what is it? King's Bounty? I'm looking it up. I have 47 games on my fucking Steam list. I really don't bloody need any more. Okay, there's King's Bounty 2. Let me have a nosy. Yes, I'm over 18. Go away. Steam. Oh. Oh, it's like first person and third person. That's weird. Don't know about that one. Oh, it's the reboot. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I missed that. Yeah, it looks weird. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't looked at Streamlabs in a very long time. Right, he needs more of a fucking army. No, I already verified you. You should already be in the chat, dear. Don't worry. Yeah, but it's like, I have my timer of like the donation thing, which is like, I don't know, every hour or every 30 minutes, or, something like that. And like donations is kind of, something where it's like, you don't really necessarily get anything out of it return. It's just kind of, it doesn't give you access to anything. It's just a way to like, show gratitude, financially support, a streamer or whatever. Your subscriptions usually unlock things. You know what I mean? Like the subscriber section of, like the Discord and, whatever. So it's like, there's different, thingies, but like we also did, add like the prompt. So, you could like say that you were lurking. So, it would be like ! lurk, so that I know that you're here and that you're watching, but you're not typing in chat right now because like you're doing your dishes or you're eating your food or cleaning your house or you're at work or something or whatever, And then, we made one for like a YouTube. So, if people are like missing streams and, things like that, but they still kind of want to stay like in the loop of, following a game series or something, they can go on and do that. Then, talk, off stream and, things, with, what do you call it? On Discord, but then not everyone uses Discord. So it was kind of like, a little bit of something for everyone. You've got like, if you can't catch the streams, you can rewatch them, back, no matter how old it is, on YouTube. You can leave comments on YouTube if you want. If you want to, generally talk a bit more, off stream, and, there's a time difference, so you can't always catch my streams, but you do watch them back and you want to fucking chit chat about it and, whatever, then, the Discord's there, just make sure there's something for everybody. Original King's Bounty is 1990. Wait, hold on. So, King's Bounty was before Heroes of Might and Magic? Damn. Yes, the Irish Angry Woman. Did you watch that clip? the someone in the chat, because I was losing my shit, I think, in Sims 4 when I was playing it, and someone was like, Angry Irish Woman, and I was like, shut up! I was losing it. But yeah, I always do a good service. I look after people. Feels like The Witcher. Sometimes you fight with your army. Yeah, it looks weird on Steam. It does. It just looks odd. I don't think I would personally play it. I really don't. Okay, it's day 7. Blah, blah, blah. Where am I going? Can I reach you? No, I can't even reach you. You're a wee fucking pain in my fucking arse, Lemma. Lemma Gemma? Jalema Lemma? Yeah, definitely. I forgot what even is my, like my server rules is basically just don't be a fucking arsehole. Like, treat others how you want to be fucking treated. What I say fucking goes. Don't be fucking putting like photos of tits and dick in my fucking Discord and shit. Like, if you're fucking caught bullying others, if someone's upset you, come to me directly. We'll try to, figure it out or whatever. And if you fucking argue with me, you're out. That's basically... Yes, freedom! Hello! But yeah, that's basically the rules of the Discord, which is, just don't be a twat. Like, we all love a good fucking joke. There has been dark humor and, you know, things like that in our fucking Discord, like we're menaces to society, but there's a line. If you say something that's made someone else uncomfortable, I expect you to correct your behavior. You know what I'm saying? That like, that's it. You know, so say sorry, I didn't mean it like that, move on. If people that have had like actual arguments, you know, in the Discord, you gotta go take that shit somewhere else. I don't do the negativity. We're here to have a fucking good time. If you were to play it, you'd start for King's Bounty, The Legend 2007. All I'm saying is I didn't know that King's Bounty was actually first. You know, I thought Heroes of Might and Magic was like the first of its kind in 1995. I didn't fucking know that. I'm having a fucking good old morning. Are you having a fucking good old morning? I sure as shit am. Right, let me get some shit. I really need to try to take this out and try to fucking loot around there and get some fucking money. Noodles for breakfast? Are they like leftover noodles, or is it like pot noodles, super noodles type of jam? Like, what kind of noodles we fucking talking about? Yes. Sure, diddly doodly. Oh, I've had them. They're tasty noodles. Did I put my titles in my... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Actually, I need to update them. Where's Tay? Tay has all my actual proper titles, and he read them out for me the other day. I'll put them in there. Fur Maiden, Gemma, Norman, Normie, Angry Irish Woman, Hear You, Bitch. We're not actually going to talk about the Gokma, because that's an inside joke, and it's... Shut up. Queen of Rage, etc, etc. I do need to actually update them. I fucking love them noodles. Them fucking noodles are delicious. I actually don't eat noodles very much, to be honest, because it's like empty calories and then I get hungry 10 minutes later. Like, they taste so fucking good, though. Here's was our second attempt at this kind of game. Oh, I understand. You know what I actually have? Like my Heroes of Might Magic 1, Heroes of Might Magic 2. Yes! Yes, it is! It's the only place. That's a little, I'm going to assume then that one, Irish, because you said what's the crack and stuff anyway. Or, I don't know, maybe you identify as Northern Irish, maybe you identify as British, living in here, or, whatever, because that's a, topic in and of itself that people from not Ireland aren't going to understand. But, yes, I say Derry. You're from the north of Ireland. I see. I was born in the north of Ireland, but I'm from Ireland, if you catch my drift. But I don't really, I don't really like to delve into like political views and things, and like I don't mind discussing. Like, is that a drinky for me? Thanks. You want to take my tin down? Cherry berries.
With lemon.
Oh, what did you taste it first? Is it gross?
I didn't like it like that.
Why is that so good? That's delicious. Ireland is Ireland. That's what I yeah. Same. That's the way I like to keep it. Ireland is Ireland. You're either from over here or over there, but you're from Ireland. End of discussion. Wasn't popular back at home in America. It was very, very popular here. Like, my daddy played it. My daddy's friends played it. Everybody fucking played it. From what I fucking remember, anyway. Right, let's kill a bitch. And then I need to, like... Can I do this myself and not lose fucking 26 fucking archeritos? Can I? It's probably the magic, right? I mean, it's wild that, like, Heroes of Might and Magic is still so fucking popular now. You know what I mean? Well, 3. The other ones are kind of like dead in the water, not popular. I had chicken for breakfast. I'm just going back to breakfast conversation too. I had chicken for breakfast. Yeah, I get that. Not everyone has, you know, the same access to the same, you know, the same things. Right, do I put haste on you so that you can get over here? Because I don't think you can get over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just in case I misjudge, I'm gonna put haste on anyway. I'm actually from Belfast, but I don't live there anymore. Everyone could pirate it and play it. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Ooh, I Caesars. I'm not gonna lie. Driven through, trying to just get to somewhere else, but I've never actually spent any time there. I don't actually drive. I mean, being in a car and someone else is driving. Okay. I just don't want you, like, fucking away off somewhere, so yeah. I'm actually getting hungry, though. Like, I was actually saying this morning... Well, I still lost to 26 anyway, but okay. I was actually saying this morning, like, I'm at a point where, like, if I get the dog walked and I do a workout, my calories from, like, my tin of Monster and my breakfast are basically what I've already just burned. So it's, like, free, if that means. If, you know, it's, like, already burned out, like, if that makes sense. It's, like, a free meal. But then I'm hungry. And it's, like, shit. Because I need more food because I've burnt, you know, I've burned shit off. And I'm like, yum it. But yeah, if any, I know it's like it's up still in the chat now, but I'm just gonna post it like periodically in case anyone, because I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours, so I'll probably come off soon enough, especially because like, I'm getting hungry, but it's just so everyone can fucking yap and get to know each other and fucking talk shit and whatever, because I like talking shit. I actually think that if, like, there was an award for talking shit, I might just get it. And I don't earn awards. Music, cinematics weren't included because of space in the CDs, yeah. But, like, I was actually saying this the other day as well. Like, computers don't even come with fucking disk drives anymore because everything's fucking digital downloads and shit. And I'm like, that's fucking sad. Because, like, I've got, like, fucking Tomb Raider, like, Lara Croft fucking Tomb Raider and shit from, like, when I was younger and all, still on disc. And I'm like... you know, where she had, like, pointy titties. And 100% everyone just, like, fucked around. Like, don't get me wrong, I was, like, a decent gamer, you know, whatever, anyway. Not that, like, 8-year-old me wasn't shitting herself trying to, like, run away from, like, a bear and... Was it like Panthers? It's like Panthers and Jaguars and shit in that game too. But I just fucked around like the training area and then locked the butler like in the fridge or the shower and stuff like everyone else did. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should. Oh, the money! I'm not wasting my time on that bollocks. Where can she go? There we go. I'm just gonna go take this because this is fucking pissing me off. Who are you? Smelly. Fuck you. And your shit. His army's getting somewhere, but I still don't think he can. Oh my god. See you? I'm gonna recruit you myself. Get fucked. If they come back. Eat damn noodles. Fantasized about being stung by sharp titties. So whatever triangle. Hey, look, titties are titties, okay? Like, you gotta get what you're given. You know, if they're sharp, if they're Lara Croft ones, you know, it is what it is. You had like 40k, whereas the money's the money goes bye-bye like real fucking quick. Okie dokie, love. Like that's what I said. I feel like it's like payday in real life. Like it starts the new day and you've got like 20 grand and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I buy shit and it's all gone. And I'm like, this is not so amazing. What made you think about it? Just because of what I said? There's probably a GIF somewhere. Yeah, I gotta pay my fucking castle tax, man. Fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, like everything just... It's so... Cost of living, man. Cost of fucking living. Debilitating. Get out of here. Panic-stricken man arrives in the camp one day with a message. Tearing it open, you pour over the letter. Utter despair, rapidly overcoming. He's been injured! Where is he? No, not that one. I thought it was Ronan for a second. I was like, husband! I'm gonna lose my mind. This has just been cat and mouse all day. Because I'm shit. Because I'm shit. Right, it's day 4. I need that. I should be able to afford that tomorrow. Fuck you. I should have ran with her. Balls! You guys. Is this salvageable? I don't think so. I think I have got myself in a rut where I'm not actually capable of pushing forward. Because every time I'm pushing forward, I have to fucking go back on myself because I don't have the armies for it. And I'm like, do I just fucking restart on Monday? Or do I try to salvage this? Is this salvageable? I don't fucking know. I'm just getting fucking pissed. And the dog's just let herself in the room. She was like, hello? Mummy getting upset? 500 unread emails down to 8. Call me the god. I've just deleted. If it's important, I'll send another one. Uh-oh. I hope this isn't work emails. Because that wouldn't be good. Do you want to know how many unread emails I have? I don't think you want it. I'll let you all guess. Chris hates me for it. I'll let you all guess. No, I need that more. Which is what I keep fucking doing, is then I have to fucking turn around, then turn around, then turn around, turn around. This is fucking doing my head in. I don't think this is salvageable. I'm honestly, like, because I'm forgetting to, like, pull people out of the fucking castles. I don't think I've, like, handled my money very well. Just annoying. Your university's meal? Oh. So, like, you've got a separate email for, like, all your school stuff kind of thing? Your private emails are like, oh, Jesus. I thought I was bad. I have, like, I think it's, like, 2,000... Let me see. Right now, it's 2,101. And to be fair, I do just kind of, like, every day, like, well, every day that I'm near my computer, I go on and just, like, click some of them and delete them. But still, like, a stupid amount. Right. How can I do this better? I mean, 1,300 still loads. Not as bad as me. And definitely not as bad as our buddy here. But yeah, it's still bad. I'm glad it's not just me, though. Who has time to go through 700 million emails? But I sure as shit don't. How can I do this better next time? I think, I think Catherine maybe does need to be a bit aggressive. Go for, like, the artifacts. A couple of, you know, things, you know, like flag and shit up here or whatever. And then, like, just gone to get, like, here really early. I think that's kind of, like, the best approach. Are you sure? You think I can, like... Because I'm just going, and I'm taking this back, trying to, like, make sure that I've got you know, a decent army, and then I'm trying to fucking push forward, but by the time I push forward, they've got fucking 4 heroes coming my way that's going to take my fucking castles behind me. So I'm like, you know? And gems are like a real issue. Mm-hmm. That's true. Sorry if you can hear my straw clinking against my glass. As you continue on your quest to exact revenge on the followers of the mad King Lucifer, your rage grows. The shadow that covers your soul threatens to engulf you fully, but a small light flickers when another runner arrives, haggard but smiling. My dearest Catherine, I'm truly sorry I have not written, but I did hear you had received word of my injury. Let me assure you there's nothing to fear. My injuries I received are not severe. You have nothing to fear, they're not severe. Nor should you have been burdened with the information of them. I received the injuries when we finally met up with General Kendall's forces. A large army of demons and hellhounds have been guarding a pass, and we needed to punch through. I led the charge, but received some minor wounds. As a result, I killed the thing responsible. Fear not, all is well. He'll be with you and your companion. Cool. Not super fucking helpful now, though, is it? Sulfur and gems. Okay. I feel like I'm just constantly playing bloody chases. You know what I might do? Stop going for them. And push into their actual territory a little bit. You know, try to pull them away. Or if they retreat to like here, they still have to like build all these up again. You know what I'm saying? Is that smart? Did I do good? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Oh, she doesn't need it. Fuck off. Empty garrison. Okay. I think you really need to like go somewhere, bro, instead of just like sitting here looking fucking pretty, even though he's not a pretty bastard at all. As long as you don't I'm proud of you as long as you don't fucking cheat, bitch. I don't know, I just think I get frustrated and I don't want people to watch me for 7 weeks straight trying to get past the same scenario. That is not good, like, content, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. Fuck off. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Yeah. Like, fuck, I went the right way. Right, that means they're gonna have lost money. So there's probably something like here, maybe another one here. Because they're getting angels from somewhere, so they've got something. Do I just make a run for it, or do I see if I can actually win this. Thing is all three of them can get behind the wall straight away. Well, not straight away, but you know what I mean. Shouldn't have any artifacts. So they'll have bare minimum stats, but I know their level is, like, high enough. You think so? You think I got it right? Like, something here, and then a middle one there. I think I'm right, too. I'm a genius! I'm joking. But what do you think about that one? Do you think he should do a runner with the, with the army that he has? And, like, leave the castle for a bit? I don't think so. I think it's better trying to defend in the castle. I'm just gonna stay. In your fucking face, smelly bitch! Ow! I'm turning the corner! Fuck you! Right, what have we got? No one up here. Ooh. I think I'm tempted to leave this vulnerable. To push up to get that at least. Or do I just hold? Because I don't think his army can cope with that army. You know, so because you remember the map, fair enough. I'm a genius. I don't think I can cope with that army. I think he needs to do a runner. Or hopefully she's annoying enough where he turns around. Probably not. Y'all good? Are you good? Are you great? Are you fantastic? Decisions. I kind of did. Okay, good. Do I push up now? I'm risking it. Shit. Should have gone that way. Yeah, that's true. Wild goose chase. I need 10. Don't have the sulfur. Okay. Fuck you. I can do that. Okay, there's another one. Can do that. Yep. Learn the magic, please. Implosion! Oh, she can't learn that high. Balls. Fuck you. Right, so you're scrambling to go there, but I'm kind of like flanking you almost. You know what? I think I'm fucking getting here somewhere. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. To be fair, I'm aggressive in real life, just sometimes not in games. I get scared. Fuck you! I swear to God, Alema is my fucking nemesis forever from now on. I swear to God. Yes, but I'm not usually that smart to like figure that out or actually listen. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm really assuming the last one's gonna be like right around here. So you've got that one, that one, that one. Someone was moving though, weren't they? Yeah. Where's the tavern, this fucking bitch? Right, you guys, I think I'm actually being smart. I have a brain. I have a brain. I have a brain. I have a brain. Okay, so you're coming. You have more than what they can handle, so I'm actually just going to go for resources and be annoying and keep you occupied. There you are. I can do that. The city is Darktane, named for a dark god long ago thought forgotten by the people of the island. Blah, blah, blah. How do I get round there? To be fair, there's probably going to be a garrison around here, and I'll go take that one. Yeah, but her spells are shit. Remember? She doesn't have, like, wisdom or anything. She can't do stuff. Okay, I'm not going to go through that garrison. Okay, I've got you. You're going to take their back. You're going to take their back, but then that means Catherine can just come down and sweep them. So that kind of worked. And then you've got Smelly Joe here. Smelly Joe is still a bit too... He's called Aiden, but I've just called him Smelly Joe. Oh, really? Why do you play without wisdom? Just because, like, it doesn't come up, or you choose other shit? My god, man, I have no fucking money. Yeah, whatever. Uh-huh. Sweet. Yep. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I get you. There is something right here. Can't get past. Damn. Can't get out there. But I can try to pull you back up to me. And where are you fucking going? I don't think that's gonna survive. What have you got? Okay. Let me... I feel like my brain has like suddenly activated strategically. Yeah, you can definitely do insane things. Bye, bitch. That's fine. Whatever. You were just kind of being a distraction. I just need to steal resources with you. I'm gonna go take this. We're gonna go get you. What's your problem? We're a bit even, aren't we? If you hold on. No, you can't win that one. You're doing a runner. Okay, I saw that coming. Dead. What? You're a fucking legend, Christian. Oh, there fucking was one up it. Damn it. Bye. You're a fucking legend, Christian. Swear to God. Right, so they've got something here for sure because they've had access to angels. And I never fucking got it in chat. In chat? And shit. You've got you who are like problematic for like my wee defenders, but you know. And then we've got you. I don't really think you've got anything majorly built up because you get no fucking money anymore. And then there's just fucking you. So I think I'm good. Yeah, probably just a lack of self-belief, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure where I attack though. Yeah. Who knows? Still fucking beat it, so there we are. Ooh! Do you think I can do better than that? That's all of my pikemen. All of them. Shit. Your defense is decent, that's why. Magic is probably okay too. My angels versus their angels will win. My magic isn't fantastic. My pew isn't really there. I can only get 2 things behind the walls. I see the problem. He only has 34 of them. I do have blind. This motherfucker will be blinded here. No, me also fuck up. Two, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. What's that, Maz, you guys? $90 by 34. What's the HP? Hold on. 3,000. And you're gonna take Ouchers. Don't want you summon a demon though. Ow. Probably a bit overkill there. I just typed it on my phone. The calculator, on my calculator. I got this though. This is fine. $40 by 41. 1,600. No, because lovely. I knew they were going to do that. Lovely. Retaliate. Shoot. Whoop whoop! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Right, so he's screwed. He's got here. He's got here. He's got here. He's got someone running around, doesn't he? I think they fled up to there, actually. Are you defended? You can take on lots. You're chilling. Oh, fuck you and your plums. I think I got that. Yeah. Should be okay, though. Run, bitch. We'll see. Right, there's one Juber left. One person, one castle. Where'd you fucking go? Yeah, whatever. Smelly Joe, bye! Last one. Actually, I'm gonna get that first. Because she'll need it for future reference. I'm gonna have to chase that fucker down. Oh no, they're retreating, that's okay. I thought they were gonna go through here and go back to there or something. I got this. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I've salvaged it. Scenario 1. No cheating. 1 accomplishment. And I think she's got round to like all of the mercenary tents, and I was getting her to like the spell fucking Jubers and you know all other type of shit, you know, so she should, her stats should be really fucking good. No, I think I got. Right, so next week I actually will be moving on like a fucking good girl, you know. But it is Gelu, then we're swapping to. So Gelu must defeat all enemies in the area, so it's just red again. Using his guerrilla tactics, he is the only one with the skills to lead this raid, for without him all is lost. He'll be limited to level 12, same skills as blah 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 blah. Gimme.
Messengers inform me Queen Catherine and Roland Ironfist are retreating to the Erathian border. Avli has chosen to turn a blind eye toward the war, but have purposely left local heroes to their own will. Under the Queen's orders, we are to wage a hit-and-run war along the Avli border. Our only support will be local militia hostile toward the Kreegans. Should we be captured, Arathia and Avli will disavow any knowledge of our actions. Otherwise, this task is no different than before.
Yeah, there was no way that cause like changing the thingies, changing the other units to sharpshooters is so costly. I was like, give me some fucking sharpshooters, man. Gelu early this morning had received word your special skills are needed for a daring plan. While Catherine and the Erathian forces keep the Eeofol army locked in conflict on the western border, you have been ordered to slip in through Avli with a small guerrilla force to harry the enemy there. You've also been instructed to recruit allies from the local populace. To that end, you'll have to set up your base in the city of Diasamir. Diasamir? I think I got that right. Along with the Avli-Eeofol border, the elves there have offered shelter and aid in the coming fight. The region is dotted with small garrisons and outposts. A large number of mercenaries, some of whom fought in the recent wars, call this area home. Many loyal to Avli, but there are those who prefer to remain neutral and will fight for that choice. Movement, stealth, and cunning tactics will win this shadow war, not brute force, for the enemy is indeed powerful. Good luck. Green, because I ain't good at shit. Give me them. Delicious. Okay, so we start with basically fuck all, like money-wise and shit. I really can't guarantee that any of these like will join him. I really honestly don't know. We do have a couple of things already built and upgraded here, which is fantastic. Not really any big magic shit going on, which is meh. Can't get dragons and can't get unicorn. Yeah, I always go for brute force because you know it's me. Slow and steady brute force, and sometimes I get my butt handed to me, but you know what it is, what it is. So when it comes to later on in this week, you guys, they're forced to join you for free, are they? Okay, that's good. When it comes to streaming later on in the week, I actually might stream Friday, which is actually Halloween. I'm not a Halloween fan, don't care about it, don't celebrate it. But I did say that I kind of wanted to get myself back to streaming twice a week, although it won't be Might and Magic. I might play... Well, what would you rather see? Would you, like, so Outer Worlds 2 is out in 2 days. So I think I'll stream that on Friday. What do you think? It's a pew pew game. I actually don't think I've ever streamed a pew pew game on the channel, have I? I don't think I have. I never actually completed Outer Worlds 1, but Outer Worlds 2 apparently isn't related. Like, you don't need to have completed the first one. So I think I'll probably stream that on Friday. Maybe I'll do it Friday night, or maybe like this hour or something, because like kind of more people are around. Well, depends on Halloween plans and such. We'll see what happens. I was going to start going back to Farming Fridays, and streaming Farming Simulator again, and, you know, have music on. Yes. Yeah. I actually really liked it. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Never completed it though. So the fact that, you know, like the second one is out in 2 days, I think it's a good opportunity to stream it on Friday. Because I was planning on buying it anyway and playing it anyway. So I may as well, because I want to go back to streaming twice a week. So I think I'll probably do Mondays and Fridays. And Fridays will probably be Outer Worlds 2. And we can have a wee change of pace and watch me die loads of times because I'm pew 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 pew. You know what I mean? Watched the first one a bit, didn't continue. No spoilers till I played it myself. Yeah. That's one thing that I wouldn't like, you know, as well and stuff. You know, I wouldn't want to be trying to, you know, like play it and then, you know, I see people streaming it because it's new and then it spoils it, you know, for me. So I think I'll just go on ahead on Friday and, you know, stream it, and it'll be interesting because obviously it'll be brand new. Like, I understand some of the game mechanics, but obviously because it's the second one, I don't. Oh, I've definitely gotten stuck in a rock before, and then I died because they were all apparently able to shoot in the rock that I couldn't get back out of, and I was like, what the hell? I was fucking screaming the house down. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I obviously just had to reload, but I'll do that on Friday. I don't 110% know the time I'll stream yet, but I'll probably keep it in. I'll probably chat away in the Discord and kind of keep everybody updated and maybe try to coordinate depending on, you know, obviously people's time differences and fucking what have you. And try to find like a time that kind of suits most people. And if everyone, you know, has Halloween plans because they celebrate it and, you know, I don't, then, you know, tough titty, you'll miss it. That is what it is. But yeah. It's been fun. It's been great. And on that note, folks, have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.